Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. We got a Thursday morning. Hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, we're going to hang out for a little bit. So let's see who we have in the chat. I hope you guys have your coffee or donuts or whatever you need in the morning to get going. All right. We got Val. What's up, Val? The general's in the chat and always reminding us to like, subscribe, share the videos, and so forth. And we got rules. You guys know the rules by now. You should know.
I'm running this monkey farm now, Frankenstein, and I want to know what the fuck you're doing with my time.
All right. We got to get that out of the way. What's going on, Lee? Nice to see you, Lee. All right. Dark Moon in the chat, not able to make today's stream. That's okay. We're glad you stopped by anyways. Nanette is in the chat. What's up? What's up? All right. Hope you're doing well, Nanette. Lee saying hi. All right. All right. Let's see. Cody's in the chat. What's up, Cody? Everyone's sick this morning. Nanette is sick. What is going on? I hope you guys feel better though, seriously. Wow, that's too bad. Cody, I'm always warm for the Night Watch Zone. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Hope you guys feel better though. Kyle's in the chat. What's up, Kyle? Saying what's up. Jason is in the chat. What's up, Jason? And Jason, I got your email. We were close, man. We were close, but I know how schedules go, bro. Don't worry, we'll get something together. Said, do you think when Sheriff Barker was sitting on the stairs, he was sad because his hat got smashed, he lost support of his town, or his hidden relationship with the Iron Lady? I think he was just sad because he saw what was going on to the town. So I guess I'll say the second part. He lost his support of the town and his faith in the town too. It's too funny. Let's see. Let me just catch up to you guys. Jen is in the chat. What's up, Jen? A good first day of fall. All right. I didn't even know it was the first day of fall. Well, there you go. All right. Derek's in the chat. What's up? What's up? Mega Giants in the chat. What's going on? All right. Lee, time to get in the zone. I like that. Hopefully AutoZone doesn't come after us here, you know. Horrorbee's in the chat too. What's up? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. This song is a banger on my speakers. I know sometimes I do play it pretty loud too. I do. I'm not gonna lie. There's no lying here. Let's see. Let's see. Nanette saying, I'm changing my account. I'll be back. Wow. Well, that was quick. All right, Nanette. And thank you so much, Val, giving out the love and also just the reminders to you guys. Seriously, it's so much appreciated. Just, you know, hitting the like button and just remembering to maybe share it on your socials. That helps out a lot too. And seriously, it really does help. But thank you so much for the reminder, Val. I appreciate it. Let's see. Ben's in the chat. What's going on? All right. Kyle's saying he's been watching Dahmer on Netflix. Evan Peters killing it, portraying him. I have not seen it yet, but I have no doubt that he's doing a good job. I have no doubt at all. Let's see. Jen saying, yes, it is. And what a miserable morning, rainy and cold. Yeah, it is rainy and cold, which is too bad. But yeah, you know, we're getting into the fall season. So yeah. Indie Phantom in the chat saying, hey there, what's going on? All right. Hey, what's up? Lamar's in the chat. How we calling? That's how quick you are because you're the first person to ask. And I'm going to hopefully get a chance to talk to you guys about that in a second. Let's see. We got Phil's creepy videos in the chat. What's going on? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. It's rainy and cold here. I don't know how it is up in Canada, but hopefully even if it is not sunny. Hopefully, you're having a great morning, man. Jordy's in the chat too. What's up? All right. J- Jason, last night sort of got so insane as I went riding on the all night watch zone train, took it down to Elm Street and around the Crystal Lake. You covered all the bases, man. You covered all the bases. All right. Phil was saying that he's watching Dahmer also on Netflix. It's fantastic. He was sure a strange guy. Yeah, that's definitely putting it lightly. No doubt about that. I might have to check it out. It's definitely something that I was interested in seeing. Kale's in the chat. What's up? What's up? Lee, let the calls begin. Oh man. Oh yeah. So Phil, it's raining colder here. I can believe that. I can believe that. All right. And Nanette on her other accounts and night, I want people calling me by my name. And Valerie's the only person because you calling me by my name. Okay. All right. Hey, I understand that. No problem at all. Jason, with our first question of the morning, if you could have any past Halloween character from any of the Halloween sequels to make an appearance in Ends, who would it be? Now, does that count even if they're dead? If that counts, even if they're dead, it would probably be, well, okay. Let me just back up. Now you got me thinking a little bit deeper into it. First of all, I'd love Danielle Harris to come into Ends. I think that would be so cool, and it could be done. And I've talked about that in live streams. That would be so cool. That would literally make the theater be like, whoa, you know. So that would definitely be number one. Um, Number two, which wouldn't make sense, but it would be obviously would be great if Loomis could have been in this movie, Donald Pleasance, but obviously that would not work. Um, Other than that, maybe Rachel. Rachel was a great character in Halloween 4 and 5 and was pushed out of 5 way too quick. So there's my answer. That's a good question, man. I like that. Uh, Kyle, Kyle in the chat saying, "Night, did you see JC4? I had canceled my tickets for it Monday and got tickets for Smile instead. I have not seen Jeepers Creepers, and I probably will not. From everything I've heard, including my most trusted source, which is Killjoy Jake, my buddy Killjoy Jake, I am not gonna waste my money on it. I'm just not." Um, Mega Giants and Night, what are your overall thoughts on Billy Corgan and the Smashing Pumpkins' favorite Smashing Pumpkins song? Well, that's a different type of question. I like that one. I love the Smashing Pumpkins. Um, Favorite song, probably Bullet with Butterfly Wings. That one, I just always love that one. But I like a lot of their other music too. But I'd probably say Bullet with Butterfly Wings. I've got that on rotation, especially for my workout playlist. Lee saying, Lee saying, hopefully Ghostface doesn't call in. That's a good one. Trust me, I won't spoil anything, but I had some ideas for something fun. It won't be this morning though. This morning I wanted to really kind of explain things and see what we get. Um, that was a good one, Lee. Um, Val saying packing for going up north for some fun, friends, and fishing. I didn't forget to pack my Night Watch hoodie. Grab a Night Watch hoodie for the fall weather. Oh, thanks, Val. I appreciate that. That was great. You're all right, Val. And by the way, and I do have my coffee and donuts. And the general is a kind general. If you guys can see that, a very kind gift from Val. And it says Slasher Movie Club, and it says night. It's so cool, and it keeps my coffee much warmer than it has been all these mornings I've been doing this morning stream series. Ah, but thank you so much, Val. I really appreciate it. All right. Jason saying mine would be Bucky from H4 or Wade. Jason, that's so funny you said that. All right, so let me back up. Now, for some of you guys, and I don't know if you have seen it, but we did our Halloween 2, The Sins of Halloween 2 episode. We had it drop last Sunday, and we're going through the franchise. If you have not seen that video, please check it out. Val, I don't know if you have that video's link readily available, or Jen, but if you could put that in the live chat, that would be great. But it's a new series that we've started, and it was really really fun. So I'm just saying, Jason, that's a interesting comment, because we obviously will be getting to Halloween 4. So just teasing that out. It might have been just recorded last night. Just saying. Oh man. Uh, Co- Lee said, "I agree, Jason. Bucky, you guys. That's so funny. You guys are talking about Bucky. I've never heard people talk about Bucky from Halloween 4. You guys are going to be in for a treat in a short while with that episode. That's funny." Cody saying, "Thoughts on Glenn and Glenda coming to season 2 of Chucky?" I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I still got to catch up on Chucky though, but I'm all for it. And I think that it shows that you can take, especially a horror icon from back in the day, from the 80s and the 90s, and you can still do some interesting content with them. And it doesn't necessarily need to be theatrical. It could be on TV, it could be streaming. So absolutely. Helvington's in the chat. What's up? What's up? Nice to see you, man. JR saying 1979 is good. That is a great song. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I love that song too. Um, Jason's top 3 martial artists you would pick to face Michael Myers with me. Well, hey, look, number 1 is Bruce Lee. I mean, you got to have Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is always number 1. I just want to just put that out there. But I'd also pick Scott Adkins and Donnie Yen. I put them in there. That would be my 3: Scott Adkins, Donnie Yen, and of course Bruce Lee leading the pack. And then I sit all the way in the back and I watch it. Community, I love all you guys. Please let's show love for the channel, community, and especially Night, by lighting the chat up with fire emojis. All right, there you go. You're all right, man. You're all right. Um, I appreciate that, Jason. Seriously, that's great.
You got the hooks for that, pussycat?
Who loves you, baby?
All right. Nanette saying, Knight, have you seen the movie Father of Flies? No, I have not. No, I haven't. I don't even know if I've heard of that one. All right. We got Death Central's in the chat. What's up, Kevin? Saying, what's up? I'll be listening, but working on something. All right. Yeah, and I do realize, we do have quite a few people that they do like to listen. We do have a lot of our episodes on audio, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whatever you guys like to listen to. I know Denisha is a big fan of that, and yeah, it's cool stuff. And we got the link. Thank you so much, Val. The link for our episode, The Sins of Halloween 2. Definitely check that out if you guys have not. It was really, really fun. It's a new series that we're starting, and hopefully we will continue it. Something that's a lot different than what we've done ever on the channel, which for me personally says a lot, because I've tried a lot of different things over the course of this channel, just trying to do things that are a lot different and more suited to my personality, and also to Corey Anders and Killian's, and just trying to just you have so many people that talk about our love for movies, a passion for movies, and so it's just fun to do things a little bit differently. So thanks so much, Val. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, seriously. um Cody saying, do you think they're showing way too much trailers for Halloween Ends? Yes. That's an easy answer. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Lamar saying, will you do a grindhouse review more like Death Proof? Yeah, at some point, definitely want to do Death Proof, and movies of that ilk. Um, we'll see. I mean, if you guys could see the list of movies and topics and ideas that I have, you'd probably say there's no way you're going to do all that. I mean, it's literally enough to carry us well beyond next year, well beyond next year. And that does not count any new movie that comes out theatrically or streaming. So it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, no, Death Proof was really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot, and Planet Terror as well. And we've talked about doing that many times actually. So hopefully we'll do that soon. Hopefully we'll do that soon. We're probably just as for some channel news as well. I guess this is a good chance to segue into this. Number one, we're going to be continuing this Sunday. Something that's been a lot of fun that we've been doing for several weeks now. We called it kind of our end of the summer into the fall, um, you know, members and patrons party. But we're going to be continuing our watch parties of Creepshow, the TV show, and it's been so much fun doing it. So if you are a channel member, if you're at our second tier or higher, you're definitely missing out on some fun stuff if you haven't been able to jump in with us. It's been fun. We've had a lot of guests on the panel and a lot of great conversation. And of course, for our patrons too, at that same level and higher. Um, and it's been a lot of fun. But we also, and I've done this a few times, not in the last probably 2 months, but we will start to go into some specific topics that are going to be voted on by members. And so for you guys, you'll have definitely some chances to throw in some ideas that will go higher up on the list. So I just wanted to throw that out to you guys. So if you're not a member, hit the join button next to the subscribe button. If you're on an iPhone, you can't do it. You'll have to, as far as I know, you'll have to use a laptop or computer. But on Android, it does work. Yeah. All right. And we do have a notification. First of all, for Lee saying being a member for 2 months, saying 2 months, let's go to many, many more months to come. Thank you so much, Lee. Much appreciated. We're very, very appreciative of you being one of our channel members and so awesome in the community. Thank you. Thank you. And Lee's also saying I'm super excited to see Glenda, and the Chucky season 2 as a whole. All right. Very, very cool. Nanette, that's a lot of fire emojis. Wow. And we got doves too. You guys are getting really creative. Wow. Nanette saying it's a 2022 movie, so I was wondering if you had seen it. No, I hadn't seen it. I really hadn't. You'll have to let me know. Was it really, really good? Don't tell me about it. Because it'd be something I probably would want to go in blind. But is it something that you think I'd enjoy? Yeah. Lamar saying, my love is birds for the night watch. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Jen. Oh, thanks for the hearts. You're all right. Seriously. Kale saying, have you seen The Ritual on Netflix? Yes, I have. Great Blair Witch type movie with one of the best monster designs in recent years. It sure is. I really, really did enjoy it. At some point, we might be talking about it. It's a great one. It really, really is. I've seen it actually quite a few times now. And the monster design is awesome. It really, really is. Let's see. Lamar saying, so will you do a birthday surprise for Joe's birthday as you did last year? Laugh out loud, please. We can try if it falls on a time when we're doing it. Yeah, that'd be great. You'll have to let me know. Because our schedule has changed a little bit, and I'm sure a lot of you guys might have. Well, hopefully you've noticed it. On Sundays we haven't been live as much because of schedule conflicts, and also on Tuesday nights. So right now, our Monday Slasher Movie Club night is still, a very it's an easier night schedule wise for me and Coriander, and plus we just love doing the series so much that we've actually changed a lot of our own personal things around to make sure that we do it. And of course, on Friday nights, doing Monster Fridays. So Nanette saying, I haven't seen it advertised, but thank you for telling Kyle, because I want to watch everything to do with Stephen King movies. So thank you. I love Stephen King movies too. Seriously, I'm telling you. Well, you already know that. Val saying, we're having a blast doing the Creep Show watch parties. Right? It's amazing. I can't believe how good that show is. And it's been so cool to hang out with just a couple of you guys. What's been really cool. And I don't think he's in the chat right now, but one of our huge supporters and also in the community, Michael from Movies and Beyond. I've gotten to really, get to know him a lot. He's been on the panel with us and of course some other friends and stuff like that. So it's been a really small knit group hanging out with us, a little bit more personal. And it's been fun. The show is fantastic. So yeah, I'm telling you. Woo. Lamar saying, Night Watch, I can't join because I don't know my password to pay to join. Help me with this. Can I Cash App? I don't know if you can use Cash App to do it. I'm not too sure. I'd have to look into that, Lamar. Put it this way, because I also am a member of some other content creators that I follow, and I don't remember having that as an option. Let me think about that for a sec. I don't know if you can. I'd have to look into that. But I do know you can use PayPal. You can use credit card or debit card, but I'd have to check for that. I'd have to check. And Lamar also saying it's our anniversary soon because we've been here for a year. Yay. Wow, it has been a year. See, time flies and it's kind of crazy, We'll be having our I guess it is our 2-year anniversary in a couple of months. The channel, that is. And man, just time flies. We've just had a lot of fun and wow. I always say that though. It's time just flies when you're having fun. And as a content creator, it flies even faster. It's really really weird. Oh, okay, Nanette, you haven't watched it. Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll have to check it out. Jason saying the fear of death follows from the fear of life. A true Iron Lady who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. if only she was that much of like a warrior, right? And we got some hearts for Lamar. All right. Yes. Millions in the chat. What's up? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Lamar saying October the 12th. Please, everyone, help support and get Night Watch to Joe's birthday review. Death Proof. Oh, so Death Proof is his favorite, huh? Wow. All right. I'll have to see. I can't promise it. I will tell you this. I can't promise it because we've had a lot of, and most of you guys know this, when we do our episodes with me, Kill, and Coriander, we're caught between two different time zones, and between the three of us, we've got 4 jobs. So so that's why we've changed our schedule around quite a bit lately. But leave me a comment about it, Lamar, or either DM me on social, and I'll see what I can do, even if it's just me. Let's see. Million saying I'm up early waiting for my ends mask to show up. Wow. All right. That's pretty cool. Wow. That is awesome. Gore's in the chat. What's up, man? What's up? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Cody saying I use Cash App. Okay, so Lamar, there's your answer. I've never used it. Cody, thank you so much for passing on that information. So now I know as well. So Lamar, if you wanted to use Cash App to join, there you go. And like I said, the join won't work on iPhone. You won't see the join button on an iPhone. You can use a computer or a laptop. But if you have an Android and you go to the front page of the Night Watch Zone, you'll see the join button right beside the subscribe button. You just hit it, and then bam, you remember. So let's see. I'm just trying to catch up to you guys. Do, 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 do. And we got Joe's in the chat. What's up? The podcast by Mod is in the chat. All right, cool. Mega Giant saying, have you seen the new trailer for Knock at the Cabin? It's funny you said that. You actually beat me to the punch because I do like to talk about horror news if there's anything that's really cool to talk about. And M. Night Shyamalan has a new movie out called Knock at the Cabin, and I just saw the trailer. And it looks like it's going to be interesting. I know some folks have been on one side of the fence or the other about M. Night, and over the years, some of that has changed. And he, in the last couple of years, his last couple of movies definitely have kind of brought a lot of his older fans back. But I appreciate with his movies, I appreciate his ability to do new things, or I should say, being creative in doing new things. Like he's not. And as much as I love franchises, and as much as I can appreciate some remakes or reboots or whatever, with M. Night, he's doing new stuff. You don't know what to expect with his movies. So I thought the trailer looked really good. Dave Bautista looks like he has an interesting role in it. And I gotta admit, man, Dave Bautista, he's really, every time I see him in something, he seems to be adding on to his, acting ability. I'm really getting impressed with his acting. If anyone has seen Blade Runner, the Blade Runner sequel, 2049, he was fantastic in that role. It was a small role, but it was a really important scene, and he was absolutely fantastic. So anyways, long story short, the trailer looks good, and I'm intrigued. Really, I am. Let me know what you think, Mega Giants. Yeah. Let's see. Lamar saying, no Cash App you, and you put me as a member. Oh. See, I can't do that. You would have to do it, because then what happens, and Val, if you get a chance to, maybe and you don't have to, explain a lot of it, but the process of when we do our members only events or episodes, how it notifies you. If you could just maybe explain that real quick, because what happens is when we do like our watch parties or members exclusive shows or episodes, it actually will notify you guys on your account, your YouTube account. So that's part of the issue with doing it that way. I wish I could do it that way, but it would never notify you. So let's see. And I am way behind. And that's true too, Val. Of course, what would I do without you, Val? The link for the Patreon, that's another way as well, because we do have patrons on Patreon, and they also are able to join, the members watch parties, because it's from both groups. So that's another way too. That is another way as well. And we got Miss C's in the chat. What's up? I'm late. I didn't get to bed till 5 a.m. Wow. That's a late night. 5 a.m.? What? Yeah. I hope you're okay. Let's see. That is something. Wow. Jordy saying, I love Death Proof. It is a good movie. It really, really is. Indie Phantom saying, I plan on rewatching a lot of Stephen King based stuff over October. Yeah, I mean, you got to do it. You got to do it. No doubt about that. So let me also get into what is something else we're going to be doing and just kind of let you guys know because it's already been kind of mentioned, and I'll be catching up to you guys as much as I can. You guys are getting used to this by now. There's no way I'm going to get to everyone's comment, but if you do send in the super chat, it lights up. So it's as I'm scrolling through 50 or 60 comments at a time, then that lights up and stands out. Or if you're a member, your comments stand out too because it's a different color. But what I'm going to be doing on the morning streams, going to be doing what I'm saying, or what I'm saying it's going to be a viewer call in. And what that is basically giving folks the opportunity to come on to the panel one by one, of course, and we'll see how that kind of goes. I also have reached out to a couple of people to be guest co-hosts as well. But anyways, being able to come on just for a little bit, and going through some questions, maybe a little trivia, maybe a few scenarios and things like that. And it's going to be something that I think will be really, really fun, and it's going to be very, organic and kind of spur of the moment. And I just thought it'd be a really cool idea as I get a chance to talk to you guys, but I don't get a chance to talk to everyone in the live chat because there's so many comments and there's only one of me. But it gives you guys a chance to come onto the panel and chat a little bit with me and also with the live chat. So that's the idea for it. Now, here's a couple things just to throw out for you guys, and I'm sure some of it makes perfect sense to you. Number one, it's only going to be for it'll be a few minutes for the guests. That way, we can hopefully get multiple people up onto the panel. Also, you don't have to be on camera like I am. You don't have to be on camera like I am, but you do need to be able to have audio. So even if you were on your phone, what would happen is I would send you the link to get into the panel, and you could use your phone to be just heard by your voice. You don't have to be on camera, but if you choose to be on camera, you'd be on camera just like I am right now. With that being said, you want to make sure that you have at least decent reception so that when you come on, you can actually be heard. And more importantly, so that I can, have communication with you. If for some reason, and it happens to me as well, like even today's a storm. I had no idea whether or not that would affect my, Wi-Fi or internet or anything like that. But sometimes that happens. But let's just say if you were to come onto the panel and your reception is not good, maybe there's a storm or maybe your internet is acting wonky, then I would just take you off the panel and hope that you can get that situated. So those are some of the main things, just to kind of throw out to you guys, and just try to see what you guys think of that. I think it'll be really, really, really fun. Really, really fun. And I'll be explaining a little bit more too. I just wanted to throw that out real quick because I know some of you guys had questions about that. And just like we said earlier, time flies. We're already 35 minutes into this live stream. So yeah, so I wanted to pass that out to you guys. Gore saying, Shyamalan never afraid to take chances. That's what it takes to be truly creative. I agree. He takes a lot of chances. I mean, and not all of his chances pan out. But I appreciate him, the courage to do it, you know, and I've enjoyed. I'm unapologetic about it. Myself and Kill, we've talked about his movies personally with each other over all these years, ever since The Sixth Sense. And we both like a whole bunch of his movies. There's a couple that didn't work out, but again, when you go into his movies, you don't know what the hell to expect. And I always love that. I really do. Especially, whenever I'm talking about something that's sci-fi or thriller or especially horror, it's great going in and not knowing exactly what you're going to get. Rainbow Fright is in the chat. What's up, DeRay? Say good morning, night. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to hear from you. Hopefully it's not rainy and cold where you're at. Oh, man. Brandon's in the chat saying, your heart breaks for Batista's character at the beginning of Blade Runner 2049. He's just trying to live. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought his portrayal in that moment, in that scene, those scenes, I thought it was fantastic, man. Seriously. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. When I saw it, I couldn't believe that was him. Just the quiet intensity. He was very charismatic. I mean, he was as charismatic as Ryan Gosling in that scene, in those scenes. It was great. Both of them were great in that scene. It was very tense, and when you first watch it, you have no idea how this thing is going to go, and I loved it. Kale also saying I absolutely love Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049. Great movies. Batista was great. Wish his role was bigger in it. Me too. I agree with that. Yes. Lee saying I'm always down for a Shyamalan movie. They are a hit or miss. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Mega Giant saying the trailer looks good and interesting. Hope the movie is good. I do too. I really do. I'm always rooting for him. Because again, I just think he's very creative. I think he's a good director. Um, he's got good ideas. He's a great idea person, and we need more of that. In movies, especially when you're talking about genres like, sci-fi or thriller movies or horror. You know. Let's see. Nanette saying, "Hey, Knight, can I advertise something on your live stream today?" Depends on what it is, Nanette, but probably, probably that's fine. Um, and she's also saying, "I like M Night Shyamalan movies. I do too. I really do." Million saying, "I'll sign up through Patreon next month." Oh, okay, that sounds great, man. That sounds great. We have a lot of fun. We really, really do, and especially, with our current watch party um, series. Man, we've had so much fun. It was really, really cool. We At one point we had, I think, Val, we had like 9 people on the panel. I was like, I was thinking, am I gonna have enough room for everyone? It was great. It was great. Clovis will always be the king of kitties. Isn't that true? Oh my gosh. Miss C saying, I don't sleep well. Basically, my days are my night, and night is my daytime. Ah, smooth. Smooth. I like that. That was good. Am still saying Johnny Fever. Dr. Johnny Fever. Yes, yes, yes. Lee saying, same, Miss C. I work night shift. Same here. Same here. Lamar saying, please consider me night watch, please. Cons- for what? Are you talking about the call in? And there's going to be, and if you are, let me explain this too. We're going to have a couple different ways that we're going to do it. Because and I'm assuming we'd have some folks that be interested in doing it, we're going to have basically a draw, and it'll be a quick thing. And who knows, maybe we'll try one this morning. I don't know. We'll see. I wanted to explain it to folks and kind of introduce it. But we'll have basically a spin of the wheel type of drawing. But there'll also be trivia as well. That way it's fair, and so forth. With that being said, we also will have different we'll have different ways that we're going to draw. So trust me, it'll be one of those things. I think it'll be really, really fun. And if it's something that people really do enjoy, then we'll have multiple people like on a live stream. My original idea for it was to maybe have, maybe 4 people throughout, usually I stream for about 2 hours. So, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be more, maybe it'll be less. It's a totally new idea that I wanted to introduce to folks. And see what they thought. So yeah. Val saying that's a great idea, Knight. Thank you. I thought it was a pretty cool idea too. We'll see. You know me, Val. I'm always about to wait and see. We'll see how it works. But I'm also, and thanks a lot, Gore. I appreciate that. I think it's a good idea. But you guys know me, Gore. You know me as well. I'm the type of person that when I think of an idea, I try to think of all the ins and outs to it. And I think it should work out pretty good. I think it should work out pretty good. We'll see though. We'll see. Um, let's see. And you guys talking about sleepwalkers. That's so funny. Wow. Who would have thought Sleepwalkers would have been something? We had a blast doing it as a watch party, though. I'll tell you. Gosh, that was fun. Um, Miss Carter saying, I heard Kill talking about Uma decided to rent it. I'm not a fan. Well, Miss C, did you? That's so funny. Miss C, did you hear what he was saying about it? Because I don't know if you should have rented it. He wasn't really a fan of it either. No, no, no. But that doesn't mean that you wouldn't have been. But yeah, he wasn't. He was really frustrated by it, and so forth. If you guys didn't see that episode we did a couple Tuesdays ago, where we talked about some newer movies that we had checked out, definitely see that. It was really really cool. But I'm sorry you didn't like it, Miss C. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It is what it is. Gore saying, I think I'm one of the few that enjoy the happening. Ooh, well, that's a hot take. You know, it has its moments. I'll get into that later on. It does have some good moments. It's not my favorite of his, but I don't hate it either. Val saying, "Yep, 9 on the panel. Think I was the only one in the chat that night." Yeah, because everyone was on the panel. It was great. It was great. We had a lot of fun. Seriously. Let's see. Film trivia is a lot of fun. It really is. It really, really is. I love trivia so much. I really do. Let's see. Missy saying, yeah, I heard him, but it caught my attention. I'm a sucker for bad movies. I usually defend them. You do? Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, bad movies can have a place too. I mean, it really depends on the definition of bad. It really, really depends. Some bad movies are just bad and you just don't watch them again. And and then others are ones that you actually enjoy, like Sleepwalkers. That's a bad movie. But it's so much fun. When we did our watch party for it, we had so many laughs. It was actually it, it was actually almost as fun as a good movie. It might have been even more fun. We had great laughs. We really, really did. Let's see. Am still saying a better movie, The Mist or The Fog. Ooh, that's a tough one. Hmm. Well, there are two different types of movies. Number one, so if I'm in the mood for something, that's you know um, more of a traditional horror movie, I go with The Fog. The Mist, it has all these interesting layers to it with the characters. It's very character driven. In that sense, it's a better movie. Um, the characters are fantastic in it, and the situation. I will say this: I've seen The Fog a lot more. I think The Fog is a movie that I'll rewatch more because The Mist is pretty heavy. Especially the ending. But I love The Mist, so that might be the best way for me to explain it. It's funny. Carl saying, "What'd you think of the Fog remake?" I don't. I, I don't. We did. I think this was on the other channel. We did an episode where we talked about the worst remakes of all time. That's all I'm gonna say. Ralph saying, I have to say my favorite M. Night movie is The Sixth Sense. The twist ending, like you don't expect that to happen. True, it's a great movie. Very, very true. Miss C saying, I'm one of the few I know of who liked Jeepers Creepers 3. Wow. You are one of the few that I know of that, for real. Well, there you go. There you go. Gore saying The Fog is very nostalgic to me. I agree. It just has so many great things that are going on in the movie. It's like this old it's almost like this old school ghost movie. And the music, you have great actors in it, very good characters. The plot of it is very simple. So that's, if we're comparing it to The Mist, I mean, that's one place where The Mist has the advantage. The plot of The Fog is very simple, whereas with The Mist, there's so much going on. It's a much more complex movie, but yeah, they're both great movies. They really, really are. Let's see. Kale saying my favorite bad movie I've seen is Pumpkinhead 2, Guilty Pleasure, and Nightmare 6. Kinda love it. Ooh, wow. You're gonna have some fun when we get to the Nightmare series. Wow. All right. Jen saying I liked Halloween Resurrection. No, you didn't. Stop. Come on. No, I'm just joking. We we have a lot of fun with Resurrection on this channel. For you guys, if you've followed this channel long enough, Resurrection has a special place. It really, really does. Um, that's funny, Jen. I liked Halloween Resurrection. That's crazy. All right, so this is what we're gonna do, guys, and I'm gonna just throw this out to you since we're about 45 minutes into this live stream. Just let me know in the chat if you'd like the opportunity to come onto the panel for a few minutes, and I'll be asking the questions to you. And we'll just see how many folks would be interested in doing it. And we'll actually do our trial run for the viewer call in right now, live. But again, you guys just making sure that you have, whether it's your phone or your laptop or what have you, that you have good internet or Wi-Fi or whatever, so that way when you are on, I'll be able to hear you and speak with you. So let me know. And while we're going through all that, Lee saying, can I just take a moment to fangirl about Malignant? Gabriel was an awesome villain, and the movie was campy in the best way possible. You are correct. And I'm just saying, Lee, we might be talking about Malignant soon. Just throwing it out there. But I absolutely agree with you. It was one of those movies that I had no idea what I was in store for. As it started to play, I was like, wow, this is different. And I absolutely loved it. I'm a huge James Wan fan. And I thought it was really, it was cool. He was able to do something that was so different. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was great. It was great. Let's see. Dark Moon saying, I would. Okay. All right. And we got Nanette saying, I want to come on. Okay. We'll see. Am still saying the Black Phone. It's first place. Yeah. Black Phone was, or I should say is, a fantastic movie. Guys, we've had some really good horror movies this year, and we still got some more coming out. I mean, I think that this has been a really good year for horror. It's and not every movie has been great, and there's been some that were really, really bad, like the new Jeepers Creepers. And by the way, I'm going off of what I've heard from one super trusted source and also three other sources that I usually agree with 98% of the time. So I have not seen it and I won't, but yeah, I mean, you can't win them all, but everything else that I've seen anyways has been, pretty good. And also that I've heard about a lot of other great ones. I haven't seen Pearl yet. I've heard some good things about it. X was really, really good. Scream 5 was pretty good. Barbarian was amazing. The Black Phone, all these great movies that have been out. It's just great. And we still got Terrifier 2. We still got Michael. This has just been a really good year for horror, for us as horror fans. I think we've had the opportunity to enjoy a lot of great stuff. And most movies, people have one opinion or the other, and I think most of the movies this year have at least been, there's been some entertainment in them. Maybe other than Jeepers Creepers 4. I know I keep messing with Jeepers Creepers, but I'm just saying, I'm being awesome. I'm being honest about it. Um, Anyways, what's up, Michael? Michael's in the chat. All right. Um, oh no, Lamar, I'll be at work. Well, I'll be doing this again. I will. I truly will. As a matter of fact, I'll be planning to do it again next Thursday, barring any cataclysmic events that tell me that it's something I shouldn't do. But I'll be doing it regularly. I will. Kyle saying, you won't ever see Jeepers Creepers 4. Will you give it a chance after theatrical release? I might do that in the sense of maybe doing a watch party just to kind of, have some fun with it. That would probably the way I would see it. That would probably be the way I'd see it. But I won't go into the theater to see it. I won't do that. What's up, Conrad? Conrad's in the chat. All right. Kevin saying I would come on, but I'm going to leave the chance to others. Maybe you still have time at the end. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. Am still saying Hellraiser looks good. Yes. I'm actually pretty impressed and excited to check it out. So that's another case in point. We're gonna have Hellraiser, and we had TCM earlier in the year. So we've had a lot of horror this year, and I think most of it has been decent, and some of it has been great. So it's cool. Very, very cool. Gore saying Black Phone was okay. It just didn't reach what it could have been, in my opinion. Yeah, I definitely think it could have went down a different. And we talked about this, Gore. I definitely think. Look, anytime you can have more Ethan Hawke in the movie, I'm all for it, and especially in that type of role, I definitely think they could have gone into some further directions with him specifically. I would have loved to have seen that. I would have loved to have seen that. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Do. Michael, the new Jeepers Creepers is terrible. Right. Yes. Lee said, I can try coming on the stream, but if there's a lot of people wanting to get in, I'm happy to stay in the chat. Lee, that's so kind and courteous of you. Wow. That that is very kind and courteous. If you want to try, hey, that's perfectly fine. And I've got a way that we're gonna pick that person. We're gonna pick that person. So I'll keep that in mind. Yeah. Kyle said, I want to see it out of curiosity. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I don't have that much curiosity. I really don't. Oh man. Too funny. All right. Hold on. Just catching up here. Kale saying, Black Phone is my favorite of the year. X is right behind it. I quote it a lot. My wife hates it. I need to be famous, Wayne. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, X was really, really good. And like I said, I haven't seen Pearl, but I've heard a lot of good things about Pearl as well. So yeah, very, very cool. Let's see. Jordy, I'm not wasting my coin buying Jeepers Creepers Reborn on DVD. I might watch it if it turns up free on YouTube for a laugh. It's the only reason I saw Jeepers Creepers 3. Yes. Too funny. My gosh. All right. And Nanette saying that I've been watching a lot of Disney Plus movies and TV shows here lately. That's cool. Very, very cool. And Val saying Jake's review of Jeepers Creepers 4 sealed it for me that I will not be wasting my money on that one. Yeah, I'm with you on that. There's no way. And I actually felt kind of bad for Jake because he was excited to do it. As far as to watch it, he didn't have the highest of hopes. But yeah, I felt bad. He said he told me he sent me a text. It was the Lethal Collective. He sent a text to us, and he said it was the biggest waste of money he ever had for a theater for a movie in theater. And I was like, wow, too funny, too funny. Um, and I'm still saying I stopped watching Jeepers Creepers after two. Yeah, I know. A lot of people did. A lot of people did. That's too funny. Oh, and we got the bots. We got the bots. Wow. It took a while for them to come, but they came for us. They did. Here they are. Uh, Death Central saying Maniac, the original versus the remake. Well, I think, they were both so different, right? I enjoyed them both though. We did our episode on Maniac a whiles back, the original. Um, and it's just one of those movies. As a horror fan, a slasher fan, you gotta see it. It's kind of like, you know, it's just on that list of movies that you have to see if you're a fan of the slasher subgenre. But the remake was very good, very creepy too, man. So it's hard to pick which one. Who would you pick, or which one would you pick, Kevin? You got to let me know, because I think they're different enough that you can't compare them that way. Lisa and the General to the rescue, right? Oh man, I'm telling you. Mm-mm-mm. She is the general. Dark Moon saying, wait, I can have this stream in my upcoming YouTube series, A Youthful Killing. This stream? Meaning what we're doing right now? You'll have to let me know. Am still saying Ethan Hawke and Scott Derrickson need to make one more creepy movie. Yeah, I think they should. They really should. And this time, like, really just go for it. That would be cool. That would be cool, because I think Sinister was creepy in a way that is hard to explain. Okay, it just was really just like, ugh, you know. And the Black Phone had some moments like that, but it wasn't. It was a different type of creepy, but it wasn't something that was all the way through the movie. If you get what I mean. Yeah, it was one of those things where, don't get me wrong, I think the Black Phone, I loved the kids in it. They were fantastic. They were fantastic. And I always say, when you have kids in the movie, as young actors, they can make or break a movie. They really can. And so it was just great to see, these young actors that were so good in their roles. You kind of, you rooted for them. They were great. They were great. Um, Kevin saying, I agree, both are good, but I'd pick the original. Yeah, I would say the original is, what's the word I want to use? It's maybe more visceral, you know? Like it's one of those movies you can't watch a lot. I mean, you can't with the remake either, but you get what I mean. I probably would go with the original too, if I only could pick one. Conrad saying Elijah Wood did an amazing job as a horror villain. He did. I was like, wow, you go, Frodo. You go. Um, Miss C saying, I see Mr. Knight missed me giving him crap about Halloween Resurrection. Yeah, you guys, I tell you, you guys know you don't watch that movie a lot. Come on. I'm just joking. I'm just playing, Jen. Sinister gets under your skin. It does. It really, really does. Man. Um, let's see. And I'm so far behind. Dark Moon saying, I literally have a character who is just cast here right now. You mean with you? You'll have to explain that, Dark Moon. Gore saying Black Phone could have been Hawk's Hannibal Lecter. It could have been. Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, I mean, it, and he's the type of actor that really could have, like, I don't know, man. It's hard to put it in words, but we've talked about it. But he's the type of actor that if he was just given a little bit more to do, he didn't necessarily need more screen time because Anthony Hopkins, in Silence of the Lambs, he was only on screen for I forgot how long it was, but it's a crazy low amount of minutes, like 14 minutes, 19 minutes, something like that. So Ethan Hawke didn't necessarily need more screen time, but the screen time that he had, if they could have just kind of gone in a little bit more of a different direction for him, that would have been cool. That would have been so cool because I think he's a fantastic actor. I absolutely love Ethan Hawke. If you couldn't tell, if you couldn't tell. Kevin also saying the Black Phone was all right, but not my type. I want to watch it again. Yeah, check it out again. It's definitely a good movie. Um, but again, I put it this way. I think The Black Phone is a really good entry level horror movie. You know what I'm saying? Someone that hasn't watched a lot of horror, but they're trying to get into horror and they want something that is, it's got a little bite to it. That it's a great movie for that type of person. For a horror movie fan that wants a little bit, wants a lot of intensity. And it doesn't necessarily mean a lot of kills, but if they want some more intensity in their movie, the Black Phone probably won't, scratch that itch. I mean, it had moments. Don't get me wrong; it definitely had some moments that were as far as horror were great, you know. But it was almost like it didn't keep going on those moments long enough throughout the whole runtime of the movie. And that might have been a creative decision. Maybe they figured that they were going to swap that for character building or character development, especially with the brother and the sister, which that's not a bad thing because that brother and sister were fantastic characters in a horror movie. And the fact that they're kids is even more impressive. So hopefully that makes sense because that's the thing about the Black Phone that's very interesting. It's a movie that I've seen quite a few times. I've seen it maybe about 4 or 5 times, and I enjoy it each time, and actually enjoy it a little bit more each time I see it. So it's an interesting movie in that sense, but it's definitely a great to me. It's a great horror movie because of all the boxes that it checks. Let's see. Nanette's going with Jurassic World Dominion, favorite movie of the year. All right. Okay. It was a good one. I enjoyed it. I'm really curious what they're gonna do with the franchise from here on out. I'm really curious about that. Kyle said every slasher franchise seems to have that one goofy movie. Resurrection wasn't the best out of the series by any means, but I think it's a little fun. Jason X wasn't that good either. Laugh out loud. Yeah, every franchise definitely dips its toe into craziness. That's what it seems like, anyways. Which is interesting. It's very very interesting. But what can you do? What can you do? Um, it's just one of those things. Dark Moon saying yes. Okay, all right. Death Central saying my favorite movie of this year is not out yet. No, it isn't. But it will be October the 14th. Or either the week before. One of those two. I bet is what you're talking about. Oh man. Too funny. Dark Moon saying I'm just away to film the first scene of episode 1. I can have him phone in to live stream as a scene. Oh, I get what you mean, to stream as a scene. Well, I wouldn't be able to do that this morning because, first of all, I'm not ready for that. Second of all, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming, but that might be something to plan for another time. We could probably do that. But let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Jordy. I watch Resurrection when I want to giggle. I love the film as comedy horror. Uh, that's one way to look at it. I mean, I can't lie. It definitely has some funny moments in it. Um, but Michael is not supposed to be comedy horror. Come on, seriously. It's like, come on, man. But there's definitely moments where you can get some really good laughs. There's no doubt about that. Um, Miss C. For the record, I never said I liked Resurrection, but it sure is fun messing with you about it. Oh, okay. Wait, hey, you can do that as much as you want. You can do that as much as you want. It's definitely not the worst movie I've ever seen. And it's definitely not, well, I won't get it all into all that, but it's definitely not the worst movie I've ever seen. And it has some good things in it. I mean, well, you know that, Miss C. Like I said, we talked at length about Resurrection last year when we went through the franchise. Me myself in a movie saying, "Hey, Knight, what's going on?" All right, very cool. Dolo's in the chat. Pearl, Barbarian, and Bodies are my favorites this year so far. Okay, all right, not too bad. And Gore is agreeing with Death Central. I didn't dislike it. I was just underwhelmed a little. Okay, talking about the Black Phone. Yeah, I get it though. I really do. I really, really do. And also, just to remind you guys, please hit the like button. That would be appreciated. And yeah, I'd really appreciate that. And also, Val, if you can give me the likes, what we have for the likes and so forth, that'd be great. We got my man Marcus is in the chat. What's up? What's up, man? Nice to see you. Thoughts on Smile? It does look creepy. It looks very creepy. I hope it's good. I really do. You never know. You never know. Um, let's see. Dark Moon saying kind of like the scene in Scream 5 with Richie watching Dead Meat. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. All right. I got you. I got you. But I can't do it this morning though. I wish I could say I could, but because we're going to try to do this thing and it's totally going to be random. So if you do get a chance to come on, that'd be cool, but not to do a scene for a movie though. So just to let you know. Let's see. Kale saying what made me love the Black Phone was all the kids acting, and the way it portrayed ghosts, very creepy. And Ethan Hawke did amazing with what screen time he had. That's a good way to put it. I like that. I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. Let's see. Am still saying, can we get Tom Matthews on the Night Watch? That would be pretty cool. You never know. You never know. I never say never. If someone had told me I would have been able to get the chance to talk with Deborah Voorhees or Melanie Kinnaman, I would have said there's no way. But it worked out, and there were some really fun conversations with some fantastic character actors that are part of my favorite franchise, Friday the 13th. So I'll never say never. Never say never. Um, Kale saying Jason X was a masterpiece. It should not be put with Resurrection. That's one way to put it. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh, man. That's right. Trick or treat. All right. So look, so now I think I'm all caught up here. That's crazy. You guys, all right. And Val saying we got 36 watching, 39 likes. All right. There we go. Very, very cool. And much appreciated. Okay. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this just for fun. This is totally a dry trial run, I should say, just to see how we can put this together. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to get ready. Well, number one, I'm going to get ready to refill my coffee. That's very, very important because now we're well over an hour into the stream. We're going to do a scenario for you guys, and what I'm going to do is for you guys that would like the chance to jump on to the panel for a few minutes. So it will not be for a long period of time. It'll be a few minutes. You'll see once you get on. But anyways, if you would like the chance to jump onto the panel with me, you'll have to answer the scenario and just put, like a hashtag call in so that I know that you want to be on the panel. And I want to see everyone answer the scenarios anyways, because it's always fun. But I will pick the best answer, and that person will be the one to come onto the panel. So it'll be just that simple. Okay. All right. So let's get ready to do this thing. So I'm going to put the scenario up and then have you guys give the answer, and we'll see if we can get anyone up on the panel. All right. So here's scenario number one. We might do a couple of these, but this particular one will be the first one. And this is how I'm going to decide who will come up into the panel. All right. So get yourselves ready. You could take your time answering this, of course, because it'll probably be at least, a minute or so that I give to folks. So it's definitely not a race. Take your time to answer it. And we'll see who comes up with the best answer. All right. Scenario number one, and I will read it as well as I always do for folks. Okay. Scenario one. And for those that are listening, you are horribly haunted by a demonic force. It gives you a choice to be free of the curse, but only if it can take the life of an innocent person. What do you do? Okay, so let me give the parameters of this. First of all, it's true that you are being haunted horribly, and I'm talking about horribly, whatever your definition of horribly is, but meaning that it's very bad, by a demonic force. It truly is a demonic force. It's not someone playing a trick on you or anything like that. It's a true demonic force, and it gives you the opportunity to be free of being haunted, but only if it can take the life of an innocent person. That's the only way that it can happen. There's no way you can fake it. There's no way you can trick it into not killing anyone else. So there's the scenario. I'll have you guys answer it. If you want to jump onto the panel live for a few minutes with me, just put hashtag call in at the end of your answer to this scenario. And like I said, we'll give you guys, about a minute or two to answer it while I get my next cup of coffee. All right. Okay. All right. So let's see what we have for the answers to this scenario. I think this will probably be pretty interesting. And again, for you guys, if you do want to uh, get the opportunity to jump onto the panel for a few minutes with your answer to this scenario, just put in the hashtag call in. And that being said, also, Val, if you get a chance, or Jen, if you can just maybe help me keep track of who wants that opportunity. Okay, let's see what we got. A million. I'd pull a Father Damien Karras and give Pazuzu the middle finger before I jump. All right, that's wow. Oh, that's crazy. That's a crazy one. Let me see. I got to back up though. That is crazy. Good one though. I like that. Let's see. Gore saying, "Gotta keep the curse. I'm much too empathetic." Okay. All right. Let's see. Wow. There are a lot of answers here. All right, so you guys got to give me a second to try to sift through all of these. Dark Moon saying, I would ask exactly what way would it like to take the life of this innocent person? Oh, wow. Miss C saying, I already feel like I'm horribly cursed. I'll stick with being cursed. Okay. Val saying, when it comes to being horribly haunted, it's everyone for themselves. Next innocent that walks by me. By Felicia. Oh man, that's good. That's good. Um, Death Central trick question. It'll never leave you alone. Oh man. All right. Well, we got Nanette with a hashtag calling. I would kill an innocent person by sneaking into their house, tying them to a bed, and stabbing them with a knife because I'm screwed either way. I might as well do it. What? 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 Oh man. I don't even know what to say to that, Nanette. Wow. You went all the way. You went all the way. Okay. Dark Moon also with the hashtag saying, and then depending, I would give it my life so it can be eternally free. Okay. All right. Yeah, I saw both parts of that answer. Okay. We got Jamie. Jamie's in the chat. Have no answer for this one. I wouldn't hurt an innocent person no matter what. I protect the innocent, me and my bat. There you go. Batgirl. Let's see. Lee has the hashtag saying, well, I mean, since it's a demon, obviously hell is real. So that means heaven is too. I would take the deal knowing the innocent person goes to heaven. Hopefully, laugh aloud. I don't know. That was interesting. I like that one. That was a good one, Lee. Wow. All right. That was a good one. Let's see. Kale saying I deal with the haunting of the demon, the haunting of guilt of the other choice would be worse. Also, I would just open my house as a haunted hotel and me and the demon will split the profits. That was that was good. Oh my god, that was good. I like that. Let's see. Let's see. Well, this is a tough one. Conrad saying leaving early. Oh, okay, catch you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Man, trying to catch up here. Jamie, what opportunity? What did I miss? Yeah, we're doing call in. So if you answer the scenario, so I'll explain this one more time because we're probably gonna finish up with this scenario in a minute. If you answer the scenario, you put the hashtag call in. You can come onto the panel. You don't have to be on camera, but you just have to be at least be able to be heard, and you can be up on the panel for a few minutes. And I have questions to ask. Who knows? It may be trivia, maybe, but it'll be fun. So that's what we're doing, Jamie. So if you do want the chance to be on, just answer the scenario and put the hashtag call in. Let's see. Lamar, I have no answer. Just wanted to say hi. Oh man, that's too. You guys are funny. Let's see. Do you have your coffee? I definitely have my coffee. I definitely do. Gore's heading out. Talk to you later. Talk to you later too, man. Take it easy. Take it easy. Let's see. Dark Moon saying, "Wait, night. Could I have one of your vids planned background of the episode instead of the stream? Contact me after the stream. Contact me after the stream, and I can give you a better answer then because I can think about it. Here's one thing, and I just want to explain this to you guys. And for you guys that do live stream, you guys know what I'm talking about. There is so much that I'm controlling right now that other than what I have planned, as far as a conversation, obviously a free flow conversation, but that's why we have mods because there's so much going on. So you'll have to just contact me after the stream and I can answer it for you because then I can really take the time to think about it instead of stopping. So that's about as good of an answer I could give. Okay, Jamie, you got it. You got it. All right. Is that you putting the hashtag in, Jamie? You'll have to let me know. All right, so we're gonna give like one more minute for you guys. So we've got, let's see, we got Nanette, we've got Lee, we've got Dark Moon, and I think that's all we've got so far for the call in. Yeah, and also with so many people with comments, it's hard to sift through them all. So that's the other thing too. All right. Okay, so let's see who we have for answers here. This is good. This will be more difficult than I thought. All right, let's see. So we've got Lee's answer. I did. That was a really, really good one. We did Nanette's answer. Good Lord. Oh Lord, that was something. And Dark Moon. We got Dark Moon's answer too, and we also. I thought we had someone else. Marcus, did you leave an answer? We got the hashtag, but did you leave an answer? If you did, let me know, man, because I didn't see it. And sometimes StreamYard won't show all of the comments in the live chat. So if you gave an answer to the scenario, that's part of it. I'm just basically picking what I feel is the best answer to that scenario, and that person can jump on for a few minutes. It's just too funny. Blackest Eyes in the chat. What's up? What's up? Too funny, too funny. Okay. Let's see. We've got Nanette, we've got Dark Moon, we've got Lee. Oh man. All right. So let's do this, guys. So we've got hold on here. We got some more stuff here. Marcus. uh, embrace the curse. It chose me for a reason, so that makes me special. What the hell is that? Oh man, that's okay. That was good, man. That was good. That was good. I like that. All right, so we've got 4 people. Too funny. All right. So, and what's up to Brandon? Did you see the trailer? It looked like Laura had Michael or Corey pinned down. Yeah, I saw that. I've seen all the TV spots and trailers, or at least put it this way, I've seen most of them. They keep coming out with a new one every few hours, so it's pretty crazy. All right, so Val, help me out with this for a second, please. So we've got Nanette, we've got Dark Moon, we've got Lee, we've got Marcus. So that's 4 folks with the hashtag call in, answering the scenario as well. That was part of it because that's how I'm going to pick who it is. I just wanted to pick the best answer. Of course, the best answer, I haven't defined what makes the best answer, but that's what's going to make this pretty random. Is there anyone else? I just want to make sure. Okay. Lamar's on the list too. Okay. Where was your answer, Lamar? That may not have shown up. And let me explain this. And I know I've said this before, but let me explain something, guys. You guys have no idea how many comments are in this live chat that I have to scroll through. And unfortunately, sometimes StreamYard will not show all the comments. So you guys just give me a moment. But Lamar, give me your answer to the scenario again, because that's how I'm going to choose it. So we've got Lee, Dark Moon, Nanette, Marcus, and Lamar. So we've got 5 people on the list. Oh, you guys are too funny. And Val saying Lamar. And Lamar, if you are able to, give me your answer again, because I cannot find it. Okay, saying I would definitely say a prayer and out myself because I can't see no one die. Laugh out loud. Oh wow. Okay. Jeez. Oh gosh. Oh man, that's crazy. All right. Jameson and I said hashtag call in too, but don't pick me. Give it to someone who wouldn't otherwise have an opportunity to be on with you. That's too Jamie. Oh man, too funny. All right. Let's get ready to call this thing, guys, because this was a little crazy. All right, so we got Nanette, we've got Lee, Dark Moon, Marcus, Lamar, and I think that's it. All right, let me just take a look at these. You guys are too funny. Some of these are really good. Some of them are a little crazy. Val's like, put Jamie on the list. She said she doesn't want to be on the list. So, yeah. That's okay though. This is more of like a trial run though. It really is. Okay, all right. This is how we're gonna do it. These were all pretty good answers. Um, but I gotta admit, when I read this one, I was just like, it just caught me off guard. Because I really did expect that. So I'm gonna, and if you're still able to do it, let me know. If not, I'll pick someone else. But Nanette, I'm gonna go with you because I totally expected you to answer that a little bit differently, and you didn't. So it's the the fact that you came up with that was yeah. And not to say that I'm not a little scared of you now. Okay, so Nanette, I'm gonna go with you. Um, so what I'll do, as long as you're able to, and let me know that you're able to, I'll send you the link to come on for a few minutes, and yeah, we'll go that way. That was let me just, and for some people that are just listening, so the question the question I still get, it gets me. So the question was, you're horribly haunted by a demonic force. It gives you the choice to be free of the curse, but only if it could take the life of an innocent person. What do you do? And Nanette says she's literally going to go and kill an innocent person by sneaking into their house, tying them to a bed, stabbing with a knife, because I'm screwed either way, and I might as well do it. That was not expected. So I'm just going to say that was pretty crafty, Nanette. Okay, so as long as you're still able to do, I know Val says so much for a nice sweet Nettie Smurf, right? Okay, so you can come on. All right, so I'm gonna send you the link, and you can jump on for a few minutes. That's crazy. Oh my god. Nanette. Oh my goodness. Too funny. Who would have thought? It totally took me by surprise. Totally. All right, let's see. And Nanette, once you get this, let me know. All right. Whew, I'm telling you. That was crazy. That was crazy. All right. So, anyways, guys, we're still going on here. We'll be going for a little while longer. I'm probably once we get done with the call-in, see how that goes. We'll see how it goes, but I'll probably be ending the stream soon. I mean, unless and if anyone else has any pressing questions or any super chats, I'll definitely stay on longer for that. But otherwise, it's been a long morning. I must have read like 40 comments to get to that point. That was crazy. Oh my gosh. We all go a little mad sometimes, right? Oh my gosh. Too funny, too funny. Well, if I'm only haunted, then I'll just chill with the demon. Horribly haunted to the point where you're losing your mind. Bluck is in the chat too. What's up? Saying, did I watch Jeepers? No, come on, man. You know I didn't. No. To be quite honest, even if I didn't hear that it wasn't very good, I probably wouldn't have. No, I definitely wouldn't have paid money to see it in the theater. It would have been something I would have waited until I could have, watched at home, something like that. So, especially after Jeepers Creepers 3, it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I think the net is all situated, and we will bring her on here and ask the questions that I'm pressing to ask, because you just never know what to expect with these scenarios, and sometimes you get, let's just say, interesting answers. And when I say interesting, maybe I mean scary answers. No, I'm just joking. All right, I'll bring her on here. What's up?
Never hurt you or any of my NIGHTWATCH family. So
Okay.
don't be afraid of me. I'm still Sweet Nettle Smurf.
Let me just say this. When I read that answer, that was crazy. I'm just saying that was interesting. Was that the first thing that came to your mind when you answered it?
It was.
It was.
I thought, well, I kill one innocent, or if the demon possesses me, I'll kill millions.
Gosh.
Well, I'm satisfied for this.
Okay. All right. That was interesting. Oh my gosh. Too funny. All right. Val saying it's great to know we're safe at least, right? All right, Nanette. This is what we're gonna do. I got a couple of quick questions I'm gonna ask you, and then we'll see where it goes. Let's see. And these are not like you don't have to feel like you got to think long about them. I'm just throwing them at you. Okay. First thing we want to talk about, and it's something that I've talked about on the channel. I want you to tell me what's the best horror movie of the 70s?
Well, The Exorcist.
The Exorcist. All right. I can go with that. I can deal with that. All right.
I mean, as a whole, for everyone. Mm-hmm. My favorite is a movie called Alejandra.
Oh.
I've never heard of that movie. So
no. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, most people haven't. It's a low budget film, and it Mexican film. I mean, it's most places, if you can find it to watch it, it is a movie that's in Spanish.
Okay.
But I have it on DVD and it's in English.
Oh, cool.
I don't mean subtitles. I mean they did it in English.
Nice.
But it's hard to find it in English. But I enjoy it. This woman, she makes a deal with Satan. She's pregnant. That's what she makes a deal with him, to let her have her baby. She's gonna die, and the baby too, because they're in the middle of the jungle. But she when he comes to get his due, she tries to send the baby away to a convent with nuns and everything, and
sounds creepy to me.
And then they go fast forward and they show a girl moving into the convent because her parents, both of them, died and she's still underage.
Oh, okay.
18. But she's put in the room with Alejandra, and they are best friends instantly, and they spend all the time together. And it's kind of a possession type movie, but the director kind of wanted to make it a vampire kind of thing too. Kind of a parody of both of them things put together.
Okay.
It's very interesting. A lot of people that's heard of it don't like it, but I enjoy the movie.
Okay. All right. That's a good one. I didn't know of that movie. All right. How about this? We'll throw up another one for you. What's the best horror movie of the 80s?
Okay. Well, you already know the answer to my favorite horror movie of all time is from the 80s, and that's The Lost Boys.
All right. I figured that'd be pretty easy for you. For you guys in the live chat, you can throw in your answers too. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna keep going with this. Best horror movie of the 90s.
There are so many that I love.
I know.
That generation. Let's see. I'm going to. It's hard. I've got two that I really like back to back and different pieces, and they both popped in my head kind of back to back. And I'm gonna say both. Scream, for what it to bring in the new slasher generation, and the other one would have to be The Craft.
Ooh.
Because of all the great characters and storyline, and I love anything to do with witches. Well, most things. A lot of people don't know this, but I witches, Stephen King. Let's see, and End of the World movies are big movies to me. And vampires.
Vampires, yeah, you gotta have vampires too. Yes. All right. Very, very cool.
My 4 top things that I look for in movies. There's other things I go for. See, I like slashers, but
I know.
Top 4 things I look for.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this will be a trick question for you. Okay. This will be the last one we do. and it's a two-part question because I want to make it somewhat challenging for you. Okay. So my question at first to you was, what do you think is the best horror movie of the 90s, right? So
Yeah.
now what I want to ask, what do you think I would pick for the best horror movie of the 90s? And for you guys in the live chat, you guys can answer that too. What do you think that I would pick for best horror movie of the 90s? If you've been watching this channel long enough, you have a pretty good idea what that is.
No.
Dark Moon, Scream 2. I like that. That was good. What do you think, Nanette?
First, I thought was Scream, but I think that's a little too damn obvious. I think your favorite might be what is it? I had that movie in my head. Let's see. Urban Legend.
That's a pretty good guess, but it's not the answer. That's a pretty good guess. Do you want me to, as we end up here, do you want me to tell you what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just check the chat too. We've got a couple here. Some people are saying, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Some are saying Scream. A lot of people are saying Scream.
Exactly. I don't think it's right.
Jamie's saying Event Horizon. That's a great one too. Let's see. There's one person who figured it out. I knew that person would know it because they've watched the channel long enough. Any other guesses? I probably just gave away too much already. P. Rich is saying Candyman. It's a great guess. Well, looks like there's one person.
I think Silence of the Lambs.
That's the one. That's the one.
It's a great movie, and it definitely don't get talked about a lot. But
Nope.
I love that movie.
I do too.
My top for that.
It's a fantastic movie. I love it. Blucka put that in quick. Blucka knew. That's my favorite horror from the 90s. And I've talked a little bit about that. Not in a long time though, but I will. Okay. Well, Nanette, thanks for jumping on here. I appreciate you doing this, especially for the trial run. You had some great answers, and I'm sure you'll be back on at some point soon.
Yeah, I'm sorry about Sunday. I haven't. I told this on my live stream yesterday, but I've been feeling depressed.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you were able to come on here and have some fun.
I got on yesterday after Kristen messaged me on Instagram and everything, and did a live chat, and I'm worried about my phone bill.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope that all gets taken care of soon. I really, really do.
Well, I do. Grandma got $40 in her bank account,
Mm-hmm.
and that would have been. I would have had my damn money for no, it was $56. I would have had my damn money for Sunday if it had stayed there, but they took out the money for Netflix.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah.
Oh, and Lee saying, "Oh, Nanette, stay strong." Absolutely,
But yeah,
absolutely. Well, Nanette, I'm gonna let you jump off here for a minute, but thank you for doing this. And those were some great answers. And of course, your answer to the scenario, that was perfect. I didn't expect it, but at least we know you're not going to come after any of us. All right. I'll catch you later on.
right.
All right. Catch you later. Bye. All right. So, God, that was one of the best answers for. I did not expect that for an answer for a scenario. But yeah, Nanette came through. That was a good one. And sending out much love to Nanette. Thank you guys so much. You guys are all right. Blucka, shout out to you. You knew the answer. You knew the answer. Silence of the Lambs, absolutely. But that takes no shade off of Scream. Absolutely love Scream and also Candyman. So, and real quick too, I'm gonna put this back out to you guys just for the fun of it. Because I think that actually was kind of fun. I had asked Nanette about the 80s, and seeing what was her best horror movie of the 80s. And she said The Lost Boys, which is a fantastic, and I'm talking fantastic, horror movie of the 80s. But here's my question to you guys in the live chat. What do you think I would choose for the best horror movie of the 80s? So I'll let you guys work on that one in your heads and let me know. We'll see if anyone gets this correct. And some of you guys should know it and probably do, but I'll be interested to see what some other folks say. Absolutely, Marcus. That's what I was saying to Nanette too. Keeping your head up and hoping to feel better. Absolutely, man. Thank you so much. Extron saying Knight would obviously pick just Friday the 13th. It's interesting. Would I, though? Marcus saying Friday the 13th. Nanette saying Friday the 13th. Dark Moon saying The Thing. Lee saying Child's Play. Now that was wow, that's interesting. That's an interesting one. All right. Miss Carter saying The Final Chapter. Million saying Friday the 13th. P. Rich saying Halloween 2 from 1981. All right. Jamie says Knight's favorite horror movie of the 80s is The Return of the Living Dead. She went all the way with that. That was great. Wow. That was a pretty good answer. I'm not saying if it's right yet, though. Jordy's saying The Burning. Extron says Knight hates Child's Play. No, I don't hate Child's Play. I definitely don't. I think it's a classic. It's an absolute classic. And I think Child's Play 2 is absolutely a fantastic sequel. A very underrated horror sequel, to be honest. So there's that. All right. Any other guesses? Any other guesses? I'm gonna make this quick. There's two people that got it right. And one of them I knew should know it. Blucka coming in again. He knows what's up. The answer is The Thing. And Dark Moon also got it correct with The Thing. All right. You guys are all right. That was good. Or Phantasm. Pretty good guess. That was a good guess, Nanette. All right. Like I said, I bet if The Thing wasn't in the 80s, Knight's favorite would be Friday the 13th. You've been around long enough and heard me say it a lot. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Well, let's throw in another one. And I didn't get a chance to do all of these with Nanette, but let's go to the 2000s. So I'll have you guys give me your idea for what you think I would pick for the best horror movie of the 2000s. You can also let me know what your pick is as well. So you can let me know what your favorite is. Also, tell me which movie from the 2000s that I would pick for the best horror movie. And let's see what you guys come up with. And I think this is going to be an interesting one. And for anyone that does guess it, if you do guess it, I'm going to ask you how you guessed it, and that also will be very telling. But there's definitely an answer, and I will also say this, and of course the advantage is if you've the longer you've been a viewer on the channel. But I have said this on a live before, so all right, let's see what we got here. Miss Carter, boo. Jeez. Boo, come on. Lee saying the thing would have been my other guess. Dang. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's A. But at least you had it as a guess. Let's see. Million is going with Saw. That's an interesting answer. I won't say if it's right or wrong yet, but I will say, because this is a great moment to remind folks, we are going through the Saw franchise on Fridays, and I hope that you guys join us on Fridays to watch or check it on replay. It really helps out the channel. But we've been having a blast talking about the franchise. We're going to be talking about Saw 6 this Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hope you guys can join. The video link is up right now, so definitely hit the like and hit the notify me. Matter of fact, and it's funny, let me just say this too, guys, and I don't know if a lot of content creators do this or talk about this. We've been talking about it on the Lethal Collective and also on this channel, and especially for my channel, because I usually have videos, the streams uploaded before I go live. Usually I try to do that for everything at least a day before, sometimes multiple days, sometimes a week ahead of time. But if you guys come to the page, definitely feel free to check out upcoming live streams and hit the like then and hit the notify me. That definitely helps out. That way when we do go live, we're already kind of ahead of the game. So that would be very helpful. And I'm sure, not that anyone else has asked me to do this from any other channel, but I'm sure that would be much appreciated from other content creators, because there are other content creators that do put up their upcoming episodes on their front page like I do. And it helps. It really does help. Extron saying Freddy versus Jason. You know that's wrong. Come on. I like it for what it is, though. Nanette saying Saw. All right, we got 2 for Saw. Okay. All right. Let's see. Michael saying Saw. All right. P. Rich saying Hereditary. Well, I mean, just from 2000 to 2010. Well, technically 9, but you guys know what I mean. Let's see. Blugga said Night probably did The Descent. Okay. Jamie going with Saw. We got a lot of Saw in here. All right. Man, are you guys, first of all, are you guys watching our Saw franchise reviews? All of you guys that are saying Saw, I hope you guys are. Mark is saying Midnight Meat Train. Ooh, okay. All right. Jamie said, oh, okay. So for Jamie, your pick is Saw, and you're saying mine is as well. Okay. All right. Very, very cool. Let's see. Let's see. The Blackest Eyes is saying the pick he's going with is The Descent. All right. What's up, Joe? Joe from the Dreaming Insomniacs just commenting from other channel. Stoked for the Shocker live stream. Yeah, man. That is going to be cool, man. Because I haven't seen Shocker in a while. But we're going to be doing that with my good buddy Steven on Craven Something Scary on Friday morning, man. Who would have thought? I think that is a great idea. It'll be a great way to start the morning too, man. Thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate that. Seriously. Very cool. Lee saying, my pick for the 2000s is The Ring. First horror movie I saw. For your fave night, I have no idea. that was good. That was good. The Ring is a pretty good pick. Val saying The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Now, Val, is that your pick? That's a pretty good pick. Jamie saying The Ring, valid choice. Dark Moon saying Saw or The Descent. Now you have to one answer, but they're good films though. Too funny. Oh man. Hey guys, gonna go share this for you over on Instagram now. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Very cool. Very cool. Zombies in the chat saying it may be a remake, but I'm going with The Hills Have Eyes for the best of the 2000s. Ooh, okay. Wow, we're getting some good picks here. Val, thank you so much. That's the link for our episode tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night we're going to be doing Saw 6. So if you guys do get a chance, on the homepage, it's under upcoming live streams. Definitely hit the notify me button, and it'd be great if you could put a like on it. That would be very cool and much appreciated. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing tomorrow night. Lee saying, my guess for night's fave is Midnight Meat Train. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Jason X. Come on now. It is a fun movie though, but it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. Blucka still saying going with The Descent over The Strangers. Okay. Pretty cool. What's up, Happy? Happy's in the chat. Dreaming Insomniacs choosing Saw 1. Okay. So many of you guys picked Saw. That's actually pretty interesting. It is not Saw. So I will just say that, and have a little fun with this. But there were some good guesses, and also you guys picked some great ones too. But I have to say my favorite is The Descent. The Descent. So I know Dark Moon guessed that. Blucka guessed it. Blucka's on a roll. So that that was pretty good. You guys are all right. Extron saying for real, I would say the Friday 13th reboot. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my favorite of the decade. That is. Marcus saying mine for 2000s is My Bloody Valentine 3D. Great movie with holds a special place in my heart. It was the last movie I got to see with my best friend. It was a very good movie, man. I was really impressed with so much of it, and the fact that it's a remake. It just goes to show remakes can be great. They really can. Joe went with Halloween 2007. Yeah, no. I had fun with it, but and for you guys, and I know there's a lot of you guys that haven't seen them, but we did a whole franchise review of the Halloween movies last year. It was a lot of fun. We did a deep dive discussion live, with an audience. That episode for Halloween 2007 was very interesting. I'll just say that. So, Jamie's saying, I recently did a voiceover job for a YouTube video about American Psycho. Ooh, All right. And there's the link there. Very cool. That's a classic movie too. Very classic. Let's see. Lee says The Descent should have seen it coming. Yeah, right? Yeah. Extra. Blucka and I are working together for these questions. I will say this, and credit to Blucka. Blucka has seen a lot of my videos and has been in a lot of live streams. So Blucka, let the folks know how you knew it. Let the folks know how you knew those answers if you want. But yeah, I have talked about those answers on multiple live streams, and actually, we've done live streams specifically talking about our favorite movies of the decades too. So, just saying, just saying. And, and things do change sometimes, but Black as I saying, I don't know what it is about The Descent, but it's a scary as fuck first watch. Yes, yes. If only Scream 4 was filmed in 09 instead of 10, it would have been a contender for my favorite of the decade. Scream 4 was really, really good. It was. Bluckus 2010s will be the hardest because it has Halloween 2018, but I don't think that was his favorite. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see. You guys are too funny. Oh man. All right. So let me throw up another one. And this will be a little bit different. I want to do something a little bit different. All right. Let's see. Okay. What horror icon is the most overrated? Okay. Now, just to give you guys an idea of the parameters for this, when I mean horror icon, I mean a horror character, villain or whatever you want to call them, that has had multiple movies and is well known for their franchise. Okay. So in other words, we're not going to have anyone say, Pearl, we're not going to do that. But what horror icon is the most overrated? Okay, let's see what you guys got for answers. As we start to wind down on this morning stream, I'll be very curious to see what you guys come up with. And remember, there are a lot of horror icons dating back to the 30s. Okay, so the 1930s. Anyways, so let's see what you guys come up with as I catch up in the live chat. Let's see. And I know I'm way behind here. P. Rich saying Scream 4 wasn't that bad. Better than the rest of the sequels. Ooh, okay. P. Rich going with Jason. Jason's the most overrated? Wow. Okay. Michael is saying Michael. Oh, man. Extron saying, I love Michael, but he is overrated. But is he the most overrated? P. Rich going with Jason. Jamie going with Leatherface. Interesting. All right. Lisa saying, no. Now that's a trick question if I ever seen one. All right. Yeah, well, it is a tricky question. It really is. Dreaming Insomniac saying Chucky is overrated. Michael saying Chucky. All right. Jordy saying Leatherface as he's never the same. Ah, aha. Yeah, I like the explanation on that. Blucka saying, can I just say zombies? No. No. A horror icon. And I should have said a singular horror icon. Zombies. That's good. Happy is saying Michael Myers. What? All right. Black as I saying Evil Dead for me. Oh, okay. Happy saying it's totally Michael. Wow. I can feel the hate flowing through you. Marcus saying Pinhead, in my opinion. I don't know, after the OG Hellraiser, Pinhead, the character, or the movies, just didn't move the needle for me. All right. All right. Interesting. And Marcus, and you probably already know my whole rant on Hellraiser. One of the most frustrating franchises for me, especially after 3. They just jumped off a fucking cliff. I mean, 1 and 2 are absolute. They're gold to me. You know, everything that was done in those movies was just so good. So I feel you. I feel you, man. Jamie, Leatherface, and his chainsaw. Happy saying a character with a simple concept, like no motive and a white mask. Yes, most overrated. Okay. All right. Black Aside saying Pamela Voorhees better than Jason. Wow. All right. Interesting. I knew these would be some interesting answers. Sean going with saying I agree with Jamie, Leatherface. All right. Nanette saying I pick Leprechaun now. I love Leprechaun, but I think he's the most overrated. Nanette, you win. It has to be Leprechaun. Come on, guys. No, I'm just playing. That's my pick. Yeah, and I love Warwick Davis, but wow. Yeah. Kevin said Ghostface keeps falling down. Right? I know, man. I hope in the new movie, I'm praying. But wouldn't it be so cool if Ghostface is like tactical? You know what I'm saying? Like not falling down, not doing stupid shit, stalking, strategic, intense, vicious, aggressive. And I'm not saying that, let me put it this way. I'm not saying that there aren't moments where the victims can, escape or kind of hold him off or whatever, because he's not supernatural. Ghostface is just a human being. But it would be great to see a really scary Ghostface, a really capable Ghostface. So we'll see. We'll see. My fingers are crossed for Scream 6. Memo Boys in the chat. What's up? What's up? Marcus is. I knew you were gonna say something. Either Michael's the goat. I'm appalled by the overrated claims. Right. Oh man, Marcus, man, I'm telling you, man. You look. If you want to come on for a minute or two, man, I gotta hear you rant. Let me know, man. Seriously. Oh Lord. Lamar is saying Michael and Chucky. Wow. All right. Okay. Kevin saying I'd love to see Ghostface coming after you and get his ass kicked. I wouldn't play around, man. But all credit goes to some of the characters in the franchise that were able to do some shit against Ghostface. Most notably, obviously, Nev Campbell. There was some really great moments with Sid, just kind of kicking Ghostface's ass a little bit. So I love it. But yeah, I wouldn't be playing around with him at all. I'd take care of business as best as I could. Jamie saying, how can anyone pick Michael or Jason? They are the goats. Don't make no sense. Right? Right? Oh, man. Dark Moon saying the best horror villain is Peppered Pig. What? Hellraiser 1, 2, and 3 gets a lot of hate, but I don't mind it. I don't know, man. I mean, 1 and 2, I think they usually get a lot of love. I mean, I think they're still a bit underappreciated as horror films, especially in the 80s. But Pinhead became iconic because of 1 and 2, and I think 3 was pretty good. But I think they started to try to change Pinhead a lot. Freddy was very popular, so I think they started to kind of feel like, hey, let's make him a little bit more, you know, not jokey, but having his little one-liners and stuff like that. I think it was the wrong direction to go. But after 3, whew, yeah, man. Yep. Let's see. You're too funny. Blugga saying the xenomorph is pretty overrated. What? What? Come on, seriously? Nah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Buster Rhymes is Freddy. Come on. Oh Lord, too funny. Lee, you are correct. We need Ghostface, who is similar to Dead by Daylight's Ghostface. Smart, tactical, and cruel. Exactly. Exactly. Blucka saying same with the Predator. I could almost I could go with that almost a little bit more than the Xenomorph. You know what I mean? Like Predator in the franchise has had a couple good movies. Well, one that is fantastic and iconic, literally perfect. But the portrayal of the Predator, has been uneven. Yeah, absolutely. Death Central saying 56 likes, baby. All right. That's amazing, guys. I really appreciate it. That might be while we're live, that's getting close to a record, I think. That's awesome. Dark Moon saying have to go. Goodbye. Catch you later. Catch you later. Take it easy. Hope the morning goes well. Let's see. Marcus, when they took Lep to space, then to the hood, they destroyed the franchise. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just think that it and I have issues with Pinhead as well. But I'm just gonna go with Leprechaun more so because just when they went to the hood, that was kind of like, okay, all right, they're totally going down that road now. But yeah, the first couple were solid. They were solid. Justice for Busta. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. Let's see. All right, hold on. Marcus, let me send you the thing real quick. I'll send it to you like right now. And we'll rant for a few minutes before I end this thing up. Because we got a lot of people that put Michael on this list. It's like, what? Oh man, too funny. All right, man. I sent it to you on Instagram. It's like, how does Michael get on this list? Miss C is also saying hashtag justice for Busta, right? Michael Myers is like a killer shark. Extron saying just because you like Michael and Jason doesn't mean they aren't overrated. The mainstream horror icons are the best. We'll know for a reason, and I love Michael and Jason. Huh? What? Well, here's how I look at it. It's like when I say overrated, okay, and maybe I should have said this when I asked the question. This is what's funny about live streaming. What I mean by the question is, it's an icon that is known, and obviously has, some or a lot of popularity, but their movies or the character itself doesn't justify it. So that's what I mean by overrated. And that includes longevity as well. You know what I mean? So if you, in other words, let's just say I make up a horror icon that had, let's say they had a decent movie, and let's say they make a whole bunch of other sequels that went straight to home video or something like that, and it's just totally ridiculous, but they're well known, maybe because of one movie. To me, that's overrated. So I think that's what you might mean, Extron. Let me know if it's not that, but yeah. Let's see. Dreaming Insomniac said nobody picked Freddy Krueger. You know, that's true. That's a great point. Nobody picked Freddy. You know, um, me personally, I wouldn't say he's overrated. You know, and here's the other reason I'm saying that, guys. To me, like, and it's just how it is. But you know, someone like Freddy Krueger, he he became such an iconic figure, not only in horror. You know, like he transcended horror. He was that well known and still is. You know, you put up a picture of Freddy and people know who he is. There's still people that are creeped out or scared of him or whatever. So to me, he's not overrated because he's still, even with not having a movie in the last 10 years and the last one being a remake that wasn't very good, you know, he still has that type of status. So to me, um, in my opinion anyways, he's not overrated. But good point. Nobody picked him, so people must be thinking similarly. Extron saying they're the most well known because they're mainstream. Usually, most well known equals overrated, and Michael and Jason fit in that category. I don't know if I agree with that. You know, they get to mainstream because they're successful. You know, in my opinion, you know, they're successful enough to become mainstream. Um, but the question is, you know, what is their catalog? You know, like if I, in other words, I guess and we were talking about this a minute ago, like Pinhead has become, we'll have to see with this new iteration, but Pinhead has become overrated to me. You know, the first two movies were classics. The third one was pretty good, but the other seven were just, you know, they just were not good. You know, so to me, you know, he's become overrated. Now, if this was back in the 90s, I wouldn't say he was overrated, you know, because at that point he was still, you know, at a very good level. So, and Jamie also saying there was a good catch about no one saying Freddy. We all must love him, or either you just respect him. You know, that's pretty cool. Kevin saying Ghostface should be trained by the Chrome Skull School, if you know what I mean. Right? Now, wouldn't that be cool? Yes. Good point, man. Good point. Lee saying, well, I'll be off trying to get my new video edited. Thanks for the stream and rock on night in the chat. Thank you so much, Lee. I appreciate it and hope everything goes well for you today and you enjoy it and that your video goes well too. I'll be checking it out. All right. A petition for Busta and Matthew Lillard in the next Scream movie. Oh, man. Extron saying, so who's overrated to you then? Because it's definitely not a horror icon that is not well known. I say Leprechaun. I say Leprechaun. For me, anyways. I just think that the movies, they just, ugh, you know, when people talk about, like when people talk about the 10 best or the 10 most well-known horror icons, you know, I can pretty much, you know, if you're talking about someone who either grew up in between the 70s till, you know, the 2000s, whatever, I guarantee they'll probably put Leprechaun in that list, but I think he's overrated. So that's the way I go with it. Let me pull in my man who is just jumping in. Got the knock at the door, and let's see what's up. Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, brother Knight? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I know this was totally not scripted to throw you in here, but I just thought it was an interesting conversation we were having with these icons, and obviously, people that know you by that name, they know who you love as an icon. I mean, that's just how it goes. So,
Right.
what do you think? I mean, with some folks feeling, and of course, everyone has a different opinion, and I know you
Yeah.
know that too. But what do you think about people that say that Michael could be overrated?
I totally disagree with that. Like, look, the thing is this, okay, and we see it, you know, across YouTube, just across any different news platforms or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Michael is the most talked about horror villain. Like, he is, of all time. It doesn't matter if he doesn't have a movie out for 10 years or whatever. Everybody's wondering, when are we going to get another Michael Myers themed Halloween movie? You don't get that too much with any other horror franchise outside of maybe Jason and Freddy. That, like, and the numbers don't lie. When most people get up and go to the theaters to see horror movies, they're going to see a Halloween movie. You know what I mean? So, like, in terms of like being overrated, I just don't see that. I don't see how he can be overrated, for especially from a consistency standpoint with the movies. Now, I know Halloween 5, 6, Rob Zombie's versions weren't, a lot of people don't like those movies, and I get that. I'm one of them and stuff. But when you look at Halloween 2, arguably the greatest sequel to a horror movie of all time, arguably the greatest follow-up to a iconic original movie, that could be put right up there as the number 2, like the best sequel to ever come out for a movie ever. You know what I mean? Then you look at, obviously, Halloween 4, when they brought the character of Michael Myers back, the continuality with the story, while also adding new characters. Obviously, we didn't get Jamie Lee Curtis back. They killed her character off screen or whatnot. But then he introduced you to a whole new character in her daughter, in her adopted family, her adoptive sister, and while also capturing the feel of a Halloween movie. Obviously, like they went, you're gonna have those movies in the franchise where we feel like they kind of took a direction they shouldn't have took, you know. But then it's also, okay, it's not about what happens, it's about what happens next. So what happens after Halloween's 5 and 6? We get H2O. We get the Golden Goose and Jamie Lee Curtis to come back. And even though initially H2O wasn't well received, the rewatchability over time on that movie, now you see a lot of people even calling that a classic. Because in so many ways, it does reminisce Halloween 1978. If you really pay attention to how that movie was written out, and you don't see too much of Michael, we kind of got that old school. He's in the background stalking, praying, you know, and stuff like that. Then we get Resurrection, you know, and stuff like that.
Hey, wait a minute, hold on, because I love the way you were talking, and you were like, and Resurrection, and you know, it's like your tone went down. I loved it. That was great.
I mean, and it's so funny because Gory B and Craven was talking about this last night on her channel, and I think they made a very interesting point. When you go back and watch Halloween Resurrection, you can kind of make the case that they took the direction for Halloween into a horror comedy type route, you know, because of how many, there was a lot of funny moments in that movie.
Oh yeah.
But when I watch a Halloween movie, it's not, I mean, you have your little one-liners or your little facial expressions here and there that make you laugh, but it's not supposed to meant to be that funny. Right. You know, and then when you take your iconic villain and you just make him look like a chump for Busta Rhymes, like it just, you know, that's now okay. Now, if people want to say it's overrated because of, you know, situations like that, I can see where they're coming from. But at the same time, when you seen that poster come out and you seen Busta Rhymes on that poster, you knew, I mean, even I knew, and I was like 13 years old at the time. I knew to some degree this movie was not going to be as serious as the others.
Right.
And it's nothing against Busta Rhymes, but if you watch Busta Rhymes in Shaft and previous other movies, he's funny.
Right.
You know, so you know you're going to get some comic relief out of that character, but I don't think what a lot of people expected in Resurrection is how much comic relief we got with all these characters.
Right? Like when he gets to the point where he's dressed up as Michael and he's talking to Michael and, you know, you're not Michael Myers, I'm Michael Myers. And like, you get that? You understand? Listen, Michael is sitting there just getting hit in the head with a finger point. And I'm thinking, why does he not just slice his ass up right then and there?
Right.
That's number one. Number two, you cannot tell me that Michael Audrey Myers is going to get defeated by some second rate, not even second rate kung fu. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely took a lot of liberties in that movie. It does have some fun moments. And at the end of the
Right.
day, you do still get to see Michael just kill some people. So that's fun on that level. But yeah, that movie is just like, whoo. It's
Right,
tough
man.
stuff, man.
It is really tough. And it's sad because when you really go back and watch it, in terms of like the Sarah character, they had something with that character.
They did. You're right.
If you wanted to take the franchise in a different direction and have Michael follow after somebody new, somebody who's not related, somebody that we, don't expect, you know what I mean, for him to go after, that could have been it. I thought the Sarah character was really well written. I thought that she was really well written, but just everybody else around her, it was a clown show for sure. And then obviously the biggest mistake of all is you kill the golden goose in the beginning of the movie. And I get it, that's what she wanted to a degree to get it over with. But
right.
I feel like she wouldn't have made that decision had you not have decided we're going to keep Michael alive and do this whole movie and keep it as it was with the ending of Halloween H2O. Because that's what she wanted, which is why I believe for Halloween Ends, I think she's going to survive, because it would not surprise me if Jamie Lee Curtis put it in that contract that she wants to be like the ultimate final girl, like the one left standing. That's how she wanted it for H2O, but that's why I say, like, I can't see Michael being overrated. The reason, you're not asking for Leprechaun movies. You're not.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said Leprechaun.
I get it. Like, and I even said Pinhead myself, you know what I mean? But I even have to agree with you. Once you broke it down the way you did, Leprechaun is the most overrated horror franchise of all time, especially when you consider the rabbit holes that they went down after 3.
Right.
Like, it really got clown shows, and it's a dang on shame that they did work Davis like that. I mean, granted, he still signed on, but of course he's going to sign on. It's money, you know what I mean? But he deserves so much better with that franchise, especially with the original. The original is a classic.
Yeah, the original was good.
But in terms of Halloween, I can't see it as being overrated because, like I said, much like Jason, much like Freddy, who is the number one, horror franchise that people talk about even after years of not having a theatrical release or any news about it. That's Halloween. Right. You know what I mean? That shows, that Michael Myers, and I mean, numbers don't lie. What is the old adage? Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. You know
That's right.
Halloween 2018 broke records. Records for box office for a slasher and a horror movie.
That's right.
It set the record first, and then it broke its record.
That's right.
So if Michael Myers is truly overrated, why are so many people flooding and putting their butts in the seats to watch him on screen?
Yep. I agree.
I mean, let's really be honest. If they decided to put Leprechaun in the Hood in the theaters, was you going to go watch that? Was you going to pick up a ticket? No. You know what I mean?
And I will say this is that and I've heard some plans for some future movies, but I'll tell you who also is getting to the edge of overrated, and that's the Creeper.
Oh man,
the Creeper better come up with another good movie, man, because I'm telling you, he's like after this last one, this newest one, from what I've been hearing, it's a crap show, like beyond a crap show. So he's definitely heading close to that edge of being overrated as well. Because they were supposed to be doing a couple of these new movies, and if they're as bad as Reborn, he might be the next one in line after Leprechaun. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
See, and it's so sad because the original Jeepers Creepers, to me, in terms of if there was a dead spot in the 2000s where the horror, the horror genre was kind of feeling a little stale, like the 90s started to.
Yeah, right.
Jeepers Creepers, the original, kind of gave it some resuscitation because that first movie was so dang on good because what they did so well with it was the buildup, the anticipation as to what this thing is. while also subtly not revealing what he is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And when they did number 2, and I remember being so excited for number 2, and I remember going to the theater and watching it. I'm just like, what did they do? Like, not only, I mean, and I get it because it's a sequel, so you got to feature, the villain a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you just went in a completely different direction in terms of really trying to tell what this character is when you didn't have to. You didn't have to do that, and then you left a lot of backstory. Like what happened with what was it, Trish? If I'm not mistaken, what happened with Trish?
Yeah, I know.
Like you got this whole new set of characters, and then it's inside of a bus, and it's just once they did 2, I knew this franchise was gonna be something that was gonna be straight to DVD, if anything afterwards. And then I think the third one did go straight to DVD. That was slightly better in my opinion than 2, but it still didn't really move the needle for me in terms of what the original provided. I have not got to see Reborn yet. When I seen the trailer, I said, okay, it looks interesting because it looks like it's going to be a slasher. But the trouble you run into with making this character into a slasher type character is that he's a gargoyle.
Yeah. Yes. He's not a slasher.
Right. So it's intriguing to think, oh, Jeepers Creepers, a slasher. But for the character itself, I was like, this is going to run into some trouble with that. Especially,
I agree.
Because we know that some slashers can be campy. And from what I'm even seeing too, a lot of people are saying it's a campy mess, man.
Yep. That's what I heard too, man. And I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do to try to right the track on that, because like I said, they're heading down to a cliff, to the edge of the cliff, and I don't know. But the first movie, I definitely agree. The first movie is fantastic. I actually just rewatched it maybe about a month and a half ago or so, and I was like, man, this movie is really, really good. I hadn't seen it, for a couple of years,
right?
But I absolutely love it. And of course, our good buddy, I Like Scary. Huh?
What's up, Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon said, cover your eyes for the creeper. Protect your eyes. I mean, oh god.
See, that's the thing for me about the original, was that Justin Long did such a fantastic job with his facial expressions, capturing the fear, of seeing what he saw, and then. And when he gets back to the car and Trish is asking him, what happened? Like, what did you see? And he's just breathing heavy, just in a trance, like capturing that fear, like in his face. Like, I thought that was so telling of what this entity was without having to reveal so much.
Yeah. I mean, and the mystery, like you said, the mystery of the creeper and all of that type of stuff, and not being always right there on camera in full plain view. I think that's what made him so. When I first saw that movie, I had no idea what the fuck was going on, but I liked that. I was like, this is a new character in horror, and I'm intrigued by him. I don't know what's up with him, but that's what's so scary.
Right.
And also, Val, you take it easy. She's heading out. Time to pack the car and get the hell out of here. Have a fabulous weekend. See you guys Sunday night for the Halloween Fest H2O watch party. That's right. And we will be doing Halloween Fest this weekend. We're going to be doing Halloween 5 Saturday night on my channel at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Sunday night, we'll be doing H2O on Craven Something Scary's channel at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely check those out. And Val, hope you have a great weekend. I really do. Take it easy, unplug, and spend time with family and friends. Much love. Much love.
Yeah, peace out, Val. I hope you have a safe trip back. I don't know. I guess she was on vacation, or she's going on vacation. But wherever you're going, Val, have a safe trip, and always salute the general.
That's right. You got to salute the general. And what's up? Eric's in the chat. The Bearded Entertainment saying, "What's up, you beautiful people? What's up, man? Good to see
What's
you."
up, Eric?
We're just ranting about Michael Myers and Leprechaun and the Creeper, and we're just horror ranting for a few minutes as we wind
Right.
down here, man. He's probably like, "What's?" He's probably like, "What the hell are you guys talking about here?" And hey, man, hey, well, there we go. We went 2 hours and 50 minutes. We got our first super chat. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate it, man. Working hard here. $5 super chat, much appreciated, brother. Saying I'm a little late to the chat, but I I hear some Jeepers Creepers talk. Anyone else think the second is better than the first? Uh-oh. Because if you just heard Marcus going off.
Whoa.
All right, hold on. I saw the look on your face. Let me play this clip for you, Eric, and then I'm gonna let Marcus jump in on this too. Much appreciated for the super chat. Here we go, man.
Miserable groan from the pain that you felt when I was born.
Treat her right, treat your mother right. All right, man. That was cool. Thanks so much, Eric. Okay, so Marcus, we're gonna address this. All right, so I'm gonna throw my part out first. I think Jeepers Creepers, the first movie, was truly a great movie. It still is. I think it's literally a classic. And when I just rewatched it not too long ago, it's even better than I remember. You know what I'm saying? I think the second movie had moments. I think it had some nice parts, had some good kills, but I just think that they kind of pivoted on the mythology of the Creeper to a point where he just wasn't as scary to me as in the first movie. And I think that's where it kind of fell down for me. So I wouldn't say it's better. I can say that I can understand why some people might think that, you know what I'm saying? Because I think they kind of went into a more, what's the word? A more normal type of presentation for the horror villain. You know what I mean? So I can see how some people would say, I like that better than the way they portrayed him in the first one. Because the first one was kind of a little bit of a slow burn to build up. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand that. But for me, I still pick 1 over 2. Marcus, I know you just went through it, but if you want to do a quick take of why you think 2 isn't better, to let Eric know.
Yeah, just like I said, you actually hit it on the nail. The whole mythology of the character, in my opinion, was kind of ruined at that point. Like, just putting him out in the open and then having more people. Now, I get it. You wanted to maybe switch things up from, the traditional 2 main characters that we got in the original, and probably wanted to add more, to his body count. And I understand that. I just feel like for that character, that wasn't needed. To see him kill more people, that wasn't needed. You know what I mean? Because we already know how many bodies he has. Look at his lair. You know what I mean? There's countless bodies.
And just like I said, wall and ceiling of them.
Right. Just the whole, and I just didn't. I didn't like the whole being convoluted inside the bus. I felt like it just I don't know. For me, now I'll say this. The cinematography was great, especially when it got to nighttime. When night hit, that cinematography was pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie, it was nice cinematography. But just like I said, for me, it's about the character itself and just the whole mythology. Like they just made him, like you said, less scary. Like like that scene in the original, where Trish and her brother are looking on, and he just picks up that head and he's whistling, and he picks up the head and he just stares at it, and then plays tonsil hockey with it.
Yeah,
like we didn't get those type of eerie, creepy, what the F moments in the second one.
Right.
In my opinion, they had some good kills, had some solid kills.
Yeah,
but
they
for
did.
me, that's what made the creeper so damn scary in that original one. Like seeing that scene, you know, and they're just looking on like, what is that, you know? And he's just going in or whatnot. Like he's not even worried about killing them at this time. He's toying with them.
I know, man.
Like it's like just it's moments like that that for me the second one did have the creepiness. Like he's the creeper. I didn't get creeper vibes off of him. I felt more like he was our gargoyle because like they did kind of delve into more of his history.
Right.
You know, obviously explains him as like this gargoyle like creature who they try to turn more into a slasher, kind of like I guess how they try to do in Reborn. Like I definitely feel like in 2, they slowly started making him more of a slasher than an entity, and that's why 2 just didn't really, you know, set the bar for me. Now the ending for 2, with him, you know, hanging on guy's wall and the guys, you know, he's just waiting for him to come alive again. I thought that was a cool shot.
That
you know
was cool. But, that part of it I liked.
Right. You know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken, the actor's name is Ray Weiss.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. Yes, Ray Weiss. I thought that shot at the end was cool. You know, that kind of did make sense and stuff. But outside of that, just for me anyway, Eric, I can't see 2 as being nowhere near better than the original. It just didn't capture that ambiance to me, man. And then the truck, that damn truck. Like,
where was the truck?
Where was the truck? Look, you know, I mean, I get it. You wanted to explore to the character, and he's flying around. He's showing he's a gargoyle-ish, bat-like ways, but that truck is a symbol of something that was coming after you.
True enough.
You know what I mean? And the way that truck, like how it sounded, you know, the engine, and it just sounded mean, like a muscle car. And then that license plate be eating you. You know what I mean? Like,
and it was like, and you're wondering, what the hell? What's this guy all about? You know, right from the very beginning, it was a lot of mystery to it. And I was thinking myself when I first saw it, because I didn't know what it was about, I was thinking it was going to go down a totally different path. So once everything started to kind of come to the surface, just a little bit, they didn't get too deep with it. Right. I was like, whoa, what is this thing? You know, it's not a man. Right. And like, what can he do? What can he do? And they never really gave you all the ingredients. And that I thought was really, really smart. And you know, I mean, some of it is.
We can't forget about the cat lady.
Yeah, right. That was a good scene in the first movie.
Cat yet? Cat yet?
That's right.
And she was such a key part because she saw these things in her dreams. You know, like she saw these things in her dreams and she tried to warn them. You know, and I thought that added also so well to the mythology of the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have this person who's having dreams, premonitions of this entity, and we don't know exactly what the hell it is. Like, you know, and just in the second one, it really delved into the character and what he is, and it took the funk off of it for me, in all honesty. It's just like, I didn't want to know what he was. That's why I am so high on Michael Myers, the character. I don't want to know what makes him tick. I don't want to know what he is. He just does what he does and goes about his business.
And the fact that you don't know, that's what's so creepy, because it's like it doesn't make sense, but yet it makes sense. And so that, and like I said, and that's the problem with the creeper, and especially with this new one, which I haven't seen, but from what I've heard, you know, they're totally going in this wacky ass direction. And not only that, and I don't want to you know, stop people from checking it out if they want to check it out. I just know that I'm not going to go to the theater. But from what I hear, some dialogue that is like, I mean, some people were complaining about Evil Dies Tonight. This is like a whole new level from what I've heard, like specific dialogue said in Jeepers Creepers 4. And I'm like, wow. So, but Eric, thank you so much for that super chat. He actually came in with another one, and he came in with another one too. All right. So he says, you're all right, Eric. Thank you. Personally, I think 2 is better. The first one had the element where they can run, but 2, they're stuck. They're trapped, and that is more terrifying in my opinion. And then he says, and Ray Wise, I mean, come on. Ray Wise was And we kind of mentioned that Ray Wise was awesome. And I will
Yeah.
say this, being stuck with nowhere to go is definitely interesting. But I just think with the Creeper, I just think that I don't know. When you do a franchise, here's the thing that's tough about a franchise is trying to keep a certain level, of respectability, efficiency in the movie, but also not doing the same thing over and over again. Like you have to
Right.
kind of grow, but you don't want to go into a direction where it takes you out of, well, at least for me, something that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? And that's the
Right.
trick of any franchise. That's why earlier when we were talking about overrated, horror icons, that's why when you have someone like, a Michael Myers or a Jason or Freddy, even a Ghostface, they've been able to have a slew of movies where the mythologies, even if sometimes they took a left turn, they were able to stay somewhat consistent and have good movies over the course of a long time. And that's why those characters in those movies, they just, to me, they're just so well done, and it's tough to do, is what I'm getting at. You look at Jeepers
Right.
Creepers, it's tough to do more than one movie in the franchise and have them work, as we see with Jeepers
Right.
Creepers. Because, and again, two, I enjoyed two. I just think one was better, but two had its moments, and I get what you mean, Eric. But Eric, thanks so much for that. We got to play you another little clip. I think you'll enjoy this one. But thank you for the super chat. It really, I'm telling you, you already know it, dude. It helps out, man. But here we go. This one's for you, Eric.
Bring that fat ass over here. Oh,
There it is.
There it is. Oh, it's been a minute. Woo!
There's literally nothing that could be said after that.
Every time I see that clip, I just see Steven's face, just like,
dude. The first time he saw that, like, because when I play the clip, the people on the panel, I can still see them, right? And the look when I wish I could have recorded it, because the look on his face, because I specifically wanted to catch him off guard, and he was expecting one of my other regular clips. So when I played it, the look on his, I can't do it any justice whatsoever, but the look on his face, his eyes went like this, and he couldn't believe what he was seeing, and I was just like, this is the best thing of all time. It's little things to help us content creators just have some fun in the moment on a live stream. But yeah, that one will always be great.
Bro, as soon as that video ended, I immediately was looking at Steven to see his reaction, because I knew it was coming. I knew some type of funny reaction was coming. He's just like, dude, play that back. Play that
again. Yeah, we did it a couple times, man. It's crazy. Catch you later, P. Rich. But yeah, but thanks so much to that to those super chats, Eric. We appreciate it. You're all right. Jamie was also saying that she enjoyed 2 as well. I mean, like I said, and maybe, who knows, maybe I'll do a watch party of 2, because I haven't seen 2 in a really long time, a real long time. So, but I do remember thinking it was all right. I just didn't like it as much as the first one. But who knows? Who knows, man?
Hey, I mean, I'm not opposed to going back and maybe having a different point of view as well. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I had not watched Terrifier up until I did the live watch party a few weeks ago. I had not watched it. I only seen like a clip of it, and I was just like, it doesn't look like something I'd watch. And let me tell you, I watched that whole movie, and I was just like, I'll be watching part 2.
Right?
I'll be watching part 2. That movie is insane.
It is, man. Some of the stuff that they were doing, I couldn't believe they went there. And I don't want to ruin it for anyone that hasn't seen it. But when they get to that one kill, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, okay, they actually did it, the whole thing. And I was like, I have never seen, dude. I've watched a lot of horror movies, especially a lot of slasher movies. And I'm talking about some movies that, and this moment in Terrifier, I was like, wow. So I can't wait for the new one.
Right.
I cannot wait. It's
Yes,
crazy.
you're absolutely right. When that part came up, it was funny because it was me and Bob, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, bro, no, he's not. I'm like, no, he's not. And Bob just starts laughing and it gets to it, and I'm just like, oh, he did it. Oh
Yeah,
man.
and they
Like,
showed it.
yep, they showed it.
It would have been one
In
thing
its
if they did
entirety.
it and didn't show it, but they showed it while it was happening and
Right.
the aftermath.
Yes.
The
And
aftermath,
they
dude.
kept
That's the one
showing
that
the
caught me.
aftermath.
Yes.
That's what I mean. They kept showing the aftermath.
They wanted you to know that, yes, we really did that. It really happened. And all
Yes.
practical. All practical stuff.
Wow.
So,
yeah,
yeah, man.
That's good. That's really good. Really
Right?
well done.
Oh my God. Thanks, Nanette. Jack is listening to you talk tonight and he likes your voice. Oh my God. Eric saying I'm down for a watch party of Jeepers Creepers too. Hey man, look, you know me. Maybe I will be doing that, get the crew together and so forth. Because I haven't seen it in a long time. I really, really haven't. Now that we're talking about it, it's like, yeah, maybe I do have to check it out. We'll get and if you're up for it, Marcus, we'll get you on too. Because like both of us, having not seen it in a while, maybe the needle will move a little bit. Who knows?
Maybe.
I mean, it's definitely not a bad movie.
No.
But when comparing it to the first, I just think the first was better. But yeah, maybe we will do that.
Right,
Everything is a
absolutely.
demon.
We've definitely seen way worse movies than Cheapers Creepers 2.
Right? It's true, man.
Way worse.
Absolutely. All right. Well, hey guys, this has been a lot of fun. I did not expect to even go this long. We've eclipsed 3 hours in the morning. I don't know if I've ever done that for one of these morning streams, but that's because we had a lot of fun. And you guys in the live chat, you guys had a lot of great input, and we got a chance to do our little trial run with Nanette, who was a great sport coming on here. And obviously, Marcus, thank you for jumping on too. This was not planned. And
thank you for having me, buddy.
Oh yeah, man, anytime. And of course, I knew that it'd be fun to hear you talk about your favorite horror icon, which I absolutely love, Michael, as well.
Yes.
So it was good to hear that too. So look, I will catch you guys. I'll be back tomorrow night. We're going to be talking about Saw 6 on my channel. We're going to have the Lethal Collective before that. So plenty of stuff to join us with. And this weekend, we're continuing Halloween Fest. Marcus, check him out on his channel. I'm going to put the link in my description. I have it on multiple videos too, but definitely check out I Shot Him 6 Times. Every time I see the name, man.
6 times.
I shot him in the heart.
I shot him in the heart.
I'm
man. Telling you, this man, he's not human.
I love it, man. I love it.
I love it, man.
All right.
I do too.
So anyways.
And remember night. Remember.
What's that?
1 week away, brother. I'm going to Monster Mania 51. And here's an interesting thing I found out.
That's right.
This place, it's where they're having it is 40 minutes away from my house.
Wow.
40 minutes. So I saw that
cool.
and I was just like, oh, this is definite. I'm there. I cannot wait to meet James Jude, and I can't wait to meet Tom Jones. And bro, I am going to try my damnness to get us those shout outs, man. I'm not playing games.
Hey man, hey, if you do it, man, you will be in. I'll have deep gratitude because like I said, I wanted to go so bad, man, but it just didn't work out with my schedule.
Right.
But
happens,
definitely.
Man. That happens, especially with travel and all that stuff. I know that. I mean, me and my friend drove 7 hours for Horror Hound. So
it's crazy.
It can't exactly these cons, like they are everywhere. So it's nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's a nice luxury that this one's only not even an hour away. So
yeah. But hey, man, more than that though, I hope you have a good time and be safe and take pictures. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I wish I did more of at in Jersey is I did take a couple, but I wish I took more pictures, because it's just so much going on, but it was great. At least I got a chance to meet you. I met Jake. I met my buddy Grande's Graveyard, and a couple other people, Bobby, and so it was cool, but I wish I had taken more pictures. I really do. But yeah, man, take a bunch of pictures, man, for real, and have a blast.
Sure. I will.
All right. So for you guys in the chat, thanks for hanging out. I will catch you guys later. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.
Peace, everybody.